Yes, yes, people, welcome to the second watch along of the night. Utah Jazz versus the LA Clippers, game one, NBA playoffs, live watch along. You're watching on the Twitter via the Periscope. Make sure you hit the retweet button, hit the like button. Vitally important you do that. Hit the retweet button, hit the like button. Make sure you follow Sarcasm City TV Twitter, my Twitter, and all of the four guys you see here. I will tag them all on Twitter as well. Make sure you follow him if you're watching on Twitch. Make sure you follow Sarcasm City TV on Twitch. The link is underneath in the description and YouTube as well. Let's get them likes up. Love to everyone who followed us over from the 7-6 Hawks game. So big up to everyone that's here. But yeah, man, get the likes up on this video also. Make sure you share it across all your socials and subscribe to the channel as well, Sarcasm City TV. When you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. I know the game has tipped off, but we'll get quick predictions from everyone as well in it. So we'll go with you, Peter. Who you got game one? Who do you have in this game, the Jazz or the Clippers?
I think the Jazz will win tonight, but I think the Clippers will win the series.
Okay, so you got the Jazz tonight, but the Clippers win the series. Devontae, I know, daft question. I know what you're going to say, but go on.
No, I was going to say the Clippers, actually.
Yeah, you're going to say the Clippers win, but you got the Jazz winning the series, isn't it?
I don't know. Game seven at least.
Okay, so you're saying a game seven.
Game seven, and then anything. I know the Clippers. They have history of losing, in the second round of game seven. So,
but, okay, all right. Yeah, but you have to get the Clippers shot in there. I already knew that it was coming. Jim, or to you, who do you have winning this game, and who do you have winning the series as well?
Was that for me?
Yeah, you answer. I was asking Jay, but yeah, I'll ask you. Yeah. Give us your thoughts, man. Yeah. It's calm. I said Jay, but it's calm going.
Yeah,
it's cool.
all good. I got the Clippers winning today. I think they're gonna win this, and they're also gonna win the series.
How many games? How many games you saying the Clippers?
I would say Clippers in game. I think game 6.
Game 6. Okay. All right. Fair enough. And same to you, Jay. What are you telling me? Welcoming Temmie as well over. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna go with everyone and just say Clippers for this one. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I was trying to give Utah a little bit of hope, but nah, it's definitely Clippers for this one.
Okay. All right. And Temmie, what are you telling us in that? Who do you have winning this game and who wins the series?
Oh yeah. So I said Clippers would win this game, even though they start off rough. I'm going to say Clippers in 7.
Okay.
Ooh, Clippers in 7.
Yeah, I said this earlier, not because of anything but exercising their demons. Talent-wise, it should be a 5 or 6 game series. But I think the Clippers might have a couple of. Mike Conley's hurt. I didn't know Mike Conley wouldn't be playing tonight. That's a big deal. So if he's not healthy throughout the course of the series, it might be a 5 or 6 series.
All right. Big up to everyone in the comments. Big up to Nip, and who says hello. Big up to Manrick also says big up, time to shine. He's saying atmosphere is lit. Jeff is saying, yo, big up to everyone that's locked in, especially if you're in the UK, because it's 3:30 in the morning, isn't it? So big up to everyone that's locked. Jazz to win is saying nipping. Tyler saying Jazz today and Jazz going through. Jazz in 7, the 3-point bomb, says Demo Dre. Jazz in 6. Okay, so we got a couple proper mixed bag. But one thing I noticed is everyone's saying the series is going long. Everyone said a minimum of 6 games. It's been game 6 or 7. No matter who you've picked. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this series. It should be good still. YG Jazz is saying, yeah, big up. I got Jazz in 6, depending on why Mike Conley comes back. Arsenal shit, says Jeff. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal standing for no reason. I live for it. I love that. You know what I'm saying? No reason whatsoever. I live for it.
Oh, I love this.
I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Real AA also is saying Jazz in 6 also. So yeah, man. KS7. No sleep, gang. We out here, man. Providing content. We are here live and in the flesh. We're already at 15 likes, so big up to you lot as well, man. Much appreciated. I can see it. Obviously, we'll all be at different times on mine. The Jazz are up by a point. It's 10-9 currently.
Yeah, 6:47.
Okay. Yeah, I'm slightly ahead. But it's calm. Jazz with the
Hey,
shot.
Shank, are you watching it on TSN or? I'm looking for the game.
I got Sports 360.
Oh, so it's on sports net.
Yeah, XN 360. I got the Roger cable.
Oh, okay. Because I was seeing a lot of baseball.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it now. Okay, thanks. Because the last game was on TSN, so I thought it would be on there.
He's saying the Clippers or Trippers in 6, says Don KJB. Yeah, man, everyone's saying game 6 or a minimum 6 or 7 games in that. Well, maximum should have said 7, but yeah, minimum 6. Everyone's saying gonna be an interesting series in that. Hopefully, it's that good. Did I get blocked or did he miss that dunk? What happened there?
Oh, it was a foul.
Pick up.
Oh, it was a foul. Okay,
Oh,
guy,
foul,
it just comes
yeah.
to mind. Yeah, I was thinking what happened there. And he made the free throw. Manrick says, Flawless, you doing watch along for the Euros? Yes, there will be watch alongs for the Euros. I'm doing the opening game. I'll be doing the Turkey Italy. I will be doing the opening game. And then other games after that. Like I say, just keep an eye on the upcoming live stream section and then I'll post it up on there. I'll probably do one of the games over the weekend as well. I might do the England game. I'm not sure though.
That's a 6 a.m. game for me for England.
Yeah, don't
Sunday
stay in
morning.
bed, fam. Yeah. Don't wake up to watch England.
No, I'm gonna wake up because I want to watch Croatia.
All right, fair enough. Then. If you're waking up to watch Croatia, I'm just saying don't wake up.
I
to
just
watch
support the
England.
teams that have Chelsea players, except for England.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, innit? But if you're waking up to watch Croatia, that makes more sense. I hear that.
I hear that. All of the teams that
that
have
an
Chelsea
airball?
players
Was
do
that
well,
an
except for
airball?
England, and no one gets
Yes.
hurt.
Wow.
Yeah, it was an air ball. It was an air ball. I don't know who
Wow.
took the shot though. My stream just froze. Who took it?
Spider.
It was Mitchell. It was Mitchell, right?
Yeah.
Mad
It's
air
gonna be a
balls.
good game. It's gonna be a real good game.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Man, like Reggie Jackson. I don't know what he's been eating, but
I don't believe in it. I've seen Reggie Jackson. There's no way to quantify this, but I feel like he's got some of the lowest basketball IQ from a backup point guard that I've ever seen.
Jesus.
I've
Yeah,
seen
tell us how you really feel,
I've
too.
seen him do too many dumb things for too long. I don't believe this like Renaissance Reggie Jackson. I don't believe in it.
That's so
Tell us how you-
harsh.
Tell us how you really
It's
feel.
not. It's not. It's not. I had him for fantasy for 2 years in a row. I don't know why I did that to myself.
Tell us how you really feel. Mad. YG Jez agrees with you though. He says Reggie
Thank you.
Reggie
Thank
Jackson
you.
is awful.
It's not that he sucks.
He's not
it's just
awful,
dumb.
man. He's not awful. He's not awful.
see, look, they put Pat Bev
They
back
need
in.
him to play well though for Clippers to advance. They need Reggie to perform decent.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so when you play well, Clippers won last series, so they kind of need him.
I saw this man with the ball with the shot clock winding down way too many times when Paul George and
Yeah,
Kawhi
he
were on the floor.
They don't have the tendency to dribble the ball for too long, then like wait for the last minute to make a decision.
Like, who do you think you are, Reggie Jackson? You have superstars on your team. Have some self-awareness.
Wow.
Like, you remember that video of that guy playing five-a-side with Kaka and he told him to cut it back?
Oh yeah.
That's Reggie
yeah.
Jackson.
I can't believe my man did that. And then you know what?
That's Reggie Jackson.
The universe took sports away from
Wait,
all
was
of
it the
us.
one on Rio's channel?
It's,
Everybody shared it. I'm sure we're talking.
Everyone
the same
shared it.
clip.
Man told a whole World Cup winner, La Liga winner, Serie A winner,
Ballon d'Or winner to cut it back to him.
to cut the ball. How dare you? The audacity to tell Kaka to
Oh, nice.
the audacity. Man told Kaka to cut it back with Vim as well, you know.
I can't
Man said it
believe that.
repeatedly, you know. And then Kaka just stuck it top bins. I'm like,
Of
yeah.
course.
But then after that, the universe just took sports away from us. You know what I mean? I blame him. I blame him. It's his
Had
fault.
to.
That's
Had
why the
to.
lockdown happened, didn't it? The universe was like, yeah, you lot are taking a piss.
Whatever
You know what I'm
God you believed in, looked down and said, all right, too much. Everybody go inside.
saying? Facts. It did. Facts. Yeah, we are here. Yeah, this is looking like a good game though. Still, yeah, man. And I
know,
heard what
that's
you were
a
saying,
nice
Devontae.
green.
Pat Bev's back, man. I hope to see some
Yeah,
physical.
man, the guy, Pat
Man,
Bev,
love to see Pat Bev back. You know what I'm saying?
cardio and vibes. That's
Hey,
Yeah.
Paul's
God,
the
you're
spirit
right.
animal out there. Let's go.
He can play in this game, you know.
Is
Yeah,
Rondo
yeah.
playing?
You can. Yo, you missed the layup though.
I
Nah,
haven't seen Rondo playing
He
forever,
couldn't
man.
play in the last- he
Like-
couldn't play in the last series because Luka was just killing him.
I mean, he was too small.
Rondo's too small to guard Luka, so yeah, that makes sense.
It's just like you can't have Pat Bev's whole essence is playing defense, and if he can't play defense, then you just might as well just not play him.
Well, does he really play defense though? Westbrook said he plays that fake defense.
He's a good NBA defender. Like
He went from being an underrated defender to a severely overrated defender.
overrated defender.
Yeah.
He's not as good as everyone made him out to be, but he's a good defender. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, the more you watch him, you realize he's one of those guys at the YMCA that plays hard, man, and he's on the team.
He's a tone setter.
100%.
He just plays, does the right thing. He just plays hard.
The crazy thing is, Pat Bev is like one of the better Chicago high school basketball players to like exist in the last 20 years.
Really?
Like, he averaged 33 points in high school, I think.
I don't know. I gotta look that up. I'm not sure.
I swear, senior year he averaged like 33.
That doesn't shock me at all. Most of these NBA players were outstanding high school. Like
And then
they all.
he went to Arkansas and then just turned into like a defensive stopper just to get like playing time.
Yeah, no, that doesn't shock me at all. Every NBA player was a top-notch. Probably like 95% were top-notch high school players. No, all of them were top-notch high school. What am I saying?
All of them? You sure?
Not all of them.
There's been stories of a lot of them that were not as good in high school,
Right,
and then
but it's like in comparison to who? Like you're comparing them to other NBA players, not like.
To be fair, Drew Holiday wasn't amazing like that in high school.
Drew Holiday was amazing.
But in comparison to who? Like, are we talking about like the regular
Like,
human?
I guess
being?
blue chip high school players. So that's not
You're you're comparing him to like blue chippers, but like
yeah.
in college, there's tons of high schools, and he was still a great high school basketball.
My brother played against Drew Holiday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I thought he was good, but I mean he had like 23 that game. It wasn't anything crazy. They lost by like 7, but I never thought
There's major jumps. I'm just like I'm putting it in context of like humans.
That's true.
like regular people. Like
That's true.
Drew Holiday wasn't a good high school basketball player in like comparison to like LeBron James. But in comparison to like a regular high school kid, like he was.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna pose this question again. We did this during Nets Bucks when the Bucks were down by like 48 yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 6 of us. So we've got a starting 5 and a 6th man. If we had to play 9 minutes against the Jazz, what do you think the score is?
Wait, for who? Us?
Us, yes.
In 6 minutes?
Yeah, but we were
9 minutes, 9 NBA minutes against the Jaz. What's the score?
Because we was
at least they're scoring at least 60, 65, 70.
No, but we was up though. I think it was when the Nets was up by 40 or something like that against the Bucks. So we was like, if we went on the pitch when the Bucks went on the court, if we were the subs, could we have held on to the lead in that, innit? And Pierre wasn't having it. That we could have held on to the lead in that. I'm saying we could have held on to the lead. I could have done my Pat Bev thing. I would have just been on cardio and vibes. Cavante could have hit the
I said we would have had to play his own.
Here's the ball, man. Just take it. Take it off me.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, Peter crushed me. I was talking about driving to the paint, and he was like, "Where are you driving to?"
I said, "Drive where?" He's like, "To the hoop." I was like, "And do what when you get there, sir?"
I mean,
look at Timmy's face. Timmy's not having it.
I would have got a couple of buckets in there, but I don't know right now.
For the record, I said we lose by at least 50.
You have no faith.
I'm not saying
that.
we
held on to 40 point lead.
I think we can do better than that.
You might accidentally stumble upon.
No, I play basketball, man.
Oh,
we could have held on. We got a 40-point lead though.
Sorry, Mike, I don't know you that well, so like educate me.
I play basketball at times. Tristan, Corey, and all of them were on my team at one point. So I play with guys.
Okay, so I take that back. I didn't know.
I don't hoop no more.
So you played with other NBA players.
Yes, and I play against other NBA players. So
yeah, we might hold it back though. If they knew that, they would really
wait.
Not
we have an NBA adjacent dude. Oh, we're cooking.
No,
that's what I'm saying, guys. I'm just like,
I don't play no more though. I told my ACL during my
no. Wolves, T-Wolves, come outside. We're ready.
Junior of college.
Yeah. Going to my junior, I went to the States. I told my ACL during that summer. Everything kind of went down.
Where'd you play in college?
Chicago State.
Okay. So you know what? I take that back. That's a level where you can say you can get.
It's Division I, so
yeah, that's Division I. Okay. So
if you said you would get a bucket on an NBA player in your prime, I believe you.
Yeah.
If I had 2 legs, I would have a lot of confidence. Let's just say that.
A Division I basketball player can get a bucket in the NBA. But I'm talking,
that makes sense though. Like, there's a way bigger gap between where you played and where we played than where you played in the NBA.
Yes,
but we have a 40-point lead in that. I reckon we could have held on between the games.
The only way we're holding this,
we got a 40-point lead. Yeah.
How many times? How much time?
9 minutes.
9 minutes is a long ass.
A long time.
if you say 2 minutes,
almost the whole quarter.
5 minutes, maybe. I don't know about 9.
What they would do?
5 is too much. I say 3.
You got to think about it like this. There is thousands and thousands of D1 athletes, right?
Yeah.
Out of those D1 athletes, 2% of those guys in the NBA. 2%.
Think about that.
Think about this. D1 athletes in comparison to D3 athletes. Like a D1 team is probably beating
D3 gang over here.
Yeah. It's beating a D3 team by like 70 points. Like,
Facts.
Like a really good D1 team will wipe the floor with a bat. So think about like regular human beings versus the greatest athletes in the world.
That's what they are.
Have any of you heard of Pepperdine University out here in Malibu?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So my little Lutheran Division III school played Pepperdine in basketball, and they only lost by 13, and that was like the best result for the basketball team in like the last 5 years of the program. Like, in context,
it's not bad.
It wasn't. They were up by 2 at halftime. We were going crazy.
That's an accomplishment. Yeah. So just the context of that. Sometimes I think there's a lot of people like who don't understand the gap between NBA players and like themselves.
Yeah.
Like the worst NBA player the worst player in the NBA is literally killing everybody. Like killing everybody that he's on like killing everybody.
Scalabrine plays people one-on-one and films it.
Yeah, I know.
He wants to know that it's not a joke, and he's like,
So I say for y'all who don't know, that's a great point, Peter. Like Brian Scalabrine, statistically one of the worst basketball players in the NBA. Yeah. A lot of people think they're good enough to play against him. He will literally be like, okay, let's just play one-on-one, and he's 40. Yeah. Like he's not even in his peak shape or anything, and he literally plays dudes one-on-one and absolutely wipes the floor with them at 40 years old. These are dudes like in their mid-20s, great shape. He kills them. And he was one of the worst NBA players ever. Ever.
Yeah.
So imagine LeBron, or no, the Nets. Imagine LeBron or KD, Kyrie, James Harden, Jeff Green, Blake Griffin.
They're not all playing, though.
Sorry?
They're not playing.
Jeff my bad. Okay. So, okay.
Jeff
KD, Kyrie.
The Nets are sending us to heaven's gates, guys.
Claxton, Mike James would single-handedly kill all of us.
Mike James is a European player,
and he would kill all of us.
He's good though.
He's very good. I know. That's why I know. That's why I know we wouldn't hold that lead for 9 minutes.
All right. How long do you think we would hold the lead for then?
It would probably
like 3 minutes. I would say probably
require like 15, 20 minutes. Maybe 20 minutes. I don't even know about 20 minutes. I don't know about 20 minutes.
So if we got spotted 40 points against, say, the Jazz, how long do you think we'd hold that lead? I'm saying like 7.
Yeah.
9 minutes or a whole quarter?
I'd say we'd last with a 40-point spotted lead for 7 minutes.
Oh.
We won't last for any minutes.
3-point shots, man. That's all it takes.
That's the thing, right? Like, in theory, they have to make a layup.
They're going to get a layup every time.
Yeah. They literally going to get a
layup. Why would they even shoot threes?
Imagine us trying to rebound against Gobert.
Who's going to guard him?
Yeah, they have a bunch of people in the That's what I'll be doing.
What kind of zone are we playing?
There's no zone to play.
No, we have.
Are any of you like 6'5", 6'6"?
I'm 6'4".
Okay, I'm 6'2.5".
Oh, our
you got height. Yo,
our
positivity, man.
Our tallest player is the Jazz's shortest player starting today.
Facts.
All right, so they've got us in the skill
Shortest
department and the height
player.
department in it, but we do gotta have heart, man. You get what I'm saying? In that, there we go, in it.
Shortest player on the court, and he's 6'4".
What do you guys think of so what if they did like all-star college basketball versus rookie NBA? Like after their first year in the NBA. I think that would be pretty dope. That would be a dope game.
That could be competitive.
I would still think the NBA first year.
No, the first NBA first year rookies will definitely win. But
yeah,
so kind of like a rookie sophomore game, like how they used to do it in a way.
They used to do a rookie sophomore game for like All-Star Weekend. If you all didn't know, so the rookies would face the second year guys, but then they stopped it because the second year guys were always just killing the rookies. So it just became, they changed. They had to switch up the platform because a year in the NBA will get you real good real quick.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. And there's huge development between 19 and 20 years old, like how kids are coming in now.
Yeah. 1 year playing against LeBron will teach you a lot. one game of getting cooked will teach you a lot. A lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories about rookies coming into the NBA thinking they have it figured out, and then you're playing against like Melo in 2008, and then you give them 57, and then you're like, oh shit, now I need to learn how to play defense.
It's just more the game speed. It's a lot faster.
That too.
So it's you have to get used to the game speed.
Yeah.
So
it's not fair. It's not fair. No.
All I know is I'll have more points. What's his face?
We played Butler, Marquette my first year in college. So they so that team was kind of stacked. They were like top 10 teams in the country.
When Buzz Williams was your coach?
Marquette. When Butler was Jimmy Butler was there.
Buzz Williams was coaching them, right? The little bald guy, Buzz Williams?
Yeah, they had Butler. They had a couple guys. They had a very good point guard. They had who else was on that team? They had Jimmy. They had some other guys too.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
But they had a really decent team. So we played them that year. We lost by 20. We lost by like 20. But we had another guy, David Holston, that gave him like 30 points. So another short guy. So yeah, man, it's crazy, man, how you see these guys and you're like, okay, these guys are okay. Then next couple of years later, this Jimmy's big time. He wasn't big time in college.
No, he was not.
He came out from nowhere.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
Especially last season, like he was on fire. Last playoffs, like he was unstoppable.
I mean, I already knew that their Heat was Cinderella team. I told everyone the Heat's not gonna do, but it was a Cinderella story. It's not gonna happen again, ever again. They're just not that talented, man, to be in the final. They weren't.
No,
they're like that.
Didn't they play Toronto? Didn't they play Toronto the season before that?
Who, the Heat?
Am I thinking? Yeah.
Last year?
No, the season the Raps won it. I'm trying to think. Who did we play?
I don't think the Heat. I don't think the Heat make the playoffs. I don't think they made the playoffs that year.
They didn't make the playoffs, right?
No, I don't think so.
The Magic and
Butler had a good playoffs.
Yeah, the Magic won the playoffs. I don't think the Heat were there.
So Jimmy Butler played at Marquette with Jay Crowder.
Yeah, Jay Crowder was there too. That's what I'm trying to show. That team was stacked.
Vander Blue was on that team as well. I think he played in the league for a little bit.
Vander Blue was a good college player.
They had
Johnson Odom also played in the league or played in the G League for a little bit, I think.
I remember that team now that you're mentioning all these names.
Because I was really into Big East basketball because my dad's a Georgetown Hoyas fan. And that was back when the Big East had like the whole 16-team tournament in Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to go to that, but they broke up the conference. That was
So is your family's from Maryland, Peter? It sounds like a lot.
So my mom's born and raised in Trinidad. Her my grandpa, her dad was a welder, so he got contracted to work on the Washington football team stadium. So that's why they moved to the States. My dad was born in Baltimore, went to the Naval Academy, played basketball there for 2 years, tore up his knee, stopped playing, got stationed
No,
out
that's
in San Diego.
the story, man. That's
Pretty much. But he tore up his knee back when like ACL injuries ended your
I
career.
tore my ACL, and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
I went overseas for 2 years, and after I'm like, yo, my knee just I can't play. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like the vehicle. It's like you're playing with a flat tire. You're trying to drive. Literally, that's how it feels like when you have a torn knee and it's like a flat tire. You're trying to drive.
Yeah.
Go fast.
Yeah, but my
It's
family
crazy.
is from Baltimore, stroke like Hyattsville. So yeah.
Bro.
We're the only ones out here in California.
Okay.
Oh, you're in Cali. Okay.
Yeah, it's still light outside.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I love California. It was such a good time. Just so relaxing. So relaxing.
Yeah, it's mad. So we got man from the East Coast, West Coast, Canada, all on this. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
Man,
Wow.
how you guys do?
I'm in the
That's-
six.
Are you in the six? Yes. Oh, you're in the six. So
Yeah,
two
you know
people
how
in Canada.
it's
That's
six.
crazy, man. You got two man from the States, two from
Yes,
Canada.
sir.
I'm
That's
here,
sick.
giving Manchester. You get me? Devontae's in London. It's mad in that. How social media just puts everyone in the same room. This is crazy.
Yeah,
It's
dope
mad.
still.
Yeah, it's
I'm
mad.
the only one from the six right now.
Yeah.
Where you at?
Hey, I love Toronto, my bro. I was saying, man, Toronto's just I can't wait to go.
We've been on this lockdown. They're about to reopen phase 1 this Friday.
It's just
Okay.
a bunch of beautiful
We've
people.
been on lockdown since Christmas Eve still.
We've been in lockdown for almost 2 years.
Wow.
Streets have been open here for about a month.
Wow.
They be tripping here.
That's mad.
Right. Yeah, because we were open for what, like 3 weeks, and Toronto, Niagara were like the last phase, and we opened for a week and had to shut back down. It's crazy.
Where you at, Josh? Are you in Toronto?
Still in St. Catharines, Niagara.
Oh yeah, ooh.
I know.
I moved out that
It's been
city.
rough out here, man. It's been rough.
I moved out that city. It's like ghost town. You know everybody in there.
Oh my goodness. No, it's busy now, man. Like everyone from Toronto, ever since the pandemic
lockdown,
has been running down this way.
Now
Like the housing market is crazy right here.
Nah, it is, but come on. 700,000. You're gonna buy,
Yeah, it's still not Toronto level. That's
you're
for
gonna
sure.
buy a big ass mansion.
Yeah, 100%, man. Jay, you bringing in them big peas, yeah? All right, okay. You know what I'm saying? Big money in that. Mansions and that, yeah? My guy. See how he had big money at mansion. I went, what? What's going on?
Hey,
I
I'm
want
there.
No,
Yeah,
no,
look at him.
no.
He said, I'm
We're
there.
working towards that, man.
You can buy a mansion in where he's at, man. Trust me. It's
Okay.
the price is going up though, but you can buy a big spot.
Niagara is basically like Manchester compared to like London, because London would be like Toronto, and then Niagara would be like Manchester.
I get what you're saying.
It's just
I hear
like small community, but it's a tourist town, tourist area. So
I've been to Niagara too. Love it.
Yo, they got cousin play.
You got what? Say that again.
Bro, cousin, DeMarcus Cousin.
All right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I
He's on the court right now.
think they have to. So
what is going on with my channels here?
What is cousin doing? He just jumps everywhere. Like he hasn't been playing basketball in one team. He gets to
he's
one
got to like lead the league for like minutes played to like fouls committed.
Bro, the man leaves. The man gets from one team to the next team. He gets dropped from the next team to the next team, and he hops onto the next team. He hops onto the next boss.
That's like Vince Carter, like.
Nah, you can remember this. You were just talking about injuries. This man been through it. He had an ACL and Achilles.
He's running hard and everything. Look at cousin.
He's not the same.
Nice steal. Nice
For
steal.
y'all who don't know, this man Boogie Cousins used to be absolutely unstoppable.
I mean, we know he was a 25 and like 12.
This is not Boogie Cousins. This is like Boogie Cousins, like Ghost, like because the old Boogie Cousins, unstoppable.
I know.
And
This,
for real, DeMarcus Cousins, if you take away the injuries, without a doubt, a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
So-
unstoppable.
It's not close. Like we can meme DeMarcus Cousins all we want, but if you watched him growing up, and
Will
you watched
never
him
meet
through
DeMarcus
injury,
Cousins. I
you
will
would
never
not
meet
respect
DeMarcus Cousins. He was unstoppable.
he
Okay.
didn't have a long career, man. So it's not gonna make a Hall of Famer.
No.
I'm saying without the injuries, he would be.
But is that Derrick Rose will be the same thing then?
Yes.
Yes.
Derek Rose might still make it, though, to be honest.
I don't think he's not gonna make it too.
He could.
No,
He's not gonna make it, but he had.
if he had no
If Derrick Rose is like a six man on a title winning team with the longevity of his career and the bounce back from being the youngest MVP ever in the injuries, he'd have an argument for the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Nice.
Remember, it's not just the NBA Hall of Fame.
not right now. You have no arguments.
Clippers on smoke. I was seeing. Sorry, I just seen that. That
Hey,
move
somebody
at the end
dropped the
there.
camera. What's going on here?
Someone's what?
One of the camera angles I got, like somebody had dropped the camera. I was just looking at the floor.
Because they were quaking because they seen playoff P. That's why in the flesh. That's what it is. Isn't it?
Playoff.
Paul George is like 4 points.
So people call you do look like P though. I'm not gonna lie. You just took that in just now.
Say that again.
You look. Is you talking about yourself playoff P like your Paul George?
Yeah.
You got the.
Like,
I see it. Okay, he's playing well this year though.
yeah. I'm just running. I just like running joke because Devontae and people are always on his case. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Devontae always taking shots at him, fam. You good there, Devontae? Yeah. You blessed.
I don't know what this came from.
What came?
I don't like PG. I like
You
him.
always said this shot. You called him PG 13%. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean?
PG showed up this year though.
That was probably his field goal percentage, but then that
So
game,
it was the start.
he was hitting the backboards and stuff like that.
He's not hitting the side of the backboard this year.
He's in the side of the
What the
backboard.
hell is going on right now?
So
Like, they're showing poker.
It's a commercial.
Oh, it's a commercial?
I don't know what you got. I don't know what you're
Imagine
watching.
they just cut to poker.
Never mind. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the channel just like switched it over to poker.
Nah,
What the hell's going on here?
You have to deal with that. That's too much.
I don't know what kind of TV you got. I don't know what kind of cable you got, man.
Hey, Canada.
Yeah, because it's on
JTV, that's
Sportsnet,
different.
but I've got IPTV, so it's like I don't know what's going on here.
What'd you say?
Because it's on Sportsnet. I had because I have IPTV service, so just trying to see here. What's the hell? It's just like baseball everywhere I look.
But I just have Roger TV, and that's how I know I get the sports channels.
I'm too broke for cable, man. You know, £10 a month.
It's not that expensive. You
Got
just
a
have-
universal.
it's not expensive. You just have to have the plug. I don't pay that much for it. I just
Alright.
have
Like I was saying, Porzingis and middle turnover holding the award of pandemic P this year. Wow, man, you man are ruthless, man. Jeez.
Porzingis is the P this year for sure.
Yeah, mad, man. Jeff said PG tips. CFC Chris is saying, let's go Clippers.
Clippers.
Yeah, man.
They
Rose,
need-
should he go on?
I said Luka Kennard, if he plays well, he's playing well right now. So he's a huge X factor. They paid him too much money. He hasn't been really performing. So he's a
if
big
you win
man.
an MVP, surely you'll make the Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
If you win an MVP, surely you'll make the Hall of Fame.
Who?
Like
Derrick
if you win an MVP, no,
Not in every
no,
case.
it's not that easy. Like it can't be that easy.
in basketball,
For you to make a
Hall of Fame is not hard to get into. The basketball
Okay,
Hall
I'll
of Fame
check,
includes college. It includes college as well.
All right,
Yep.
thanks, Bullet M. I'll check.
Yeah, it's not just NBA. It takes in your whole contribution.
No, the Hall of Fame just the NBA.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Nah,
not.
it's not.
It's the Basketball Hall of Fame. Yep.
We're talking about the NBA Hall of Fame.
It's the Basketball Hall of Fame.
It's the basketball Hall of Fame, not NBA.
Yeah, but let's be real. Yes, it's not just the NBA, but like it's mostly the NBA.
I mean, yes, but you factor in everyone's achievements throughout the game of basketball. Though. That's why I'm saying Derrick Rose might get there.
But that's not really because it feels like that. Dame Dollar doesn't have any good career in college. Come on, man.
Oh, but yes, his NBA accomplishments are so great that it overwhelms all of
That's
us.
what I'm trying to say. It's NBA.
It's not. It's
It's the
basketball.
Basketball Hall of Fame, though.
It's
I'll
the
tell
pen.
you, but let's
It's
be
the
real.
overall body of work.
Coach K is a Hall of Famer in the same Hall of Fame as Jerry Sloan, who was an NBA coach. Coach K is a college coach. He's still in the Hall of Fame. It's the same Hall of Fame.
Like, I hear you, but for you to be that, Coach K is like a legend because how many number one produce did he do? You have to do something spectacular to be
Right.
honest.
It's like you have to do something spectacular in the NBA to be in the Hall of Fame.
But you can be spectacular in college and be shit in the NBA.
You said what?
You can be spectacular in college and be decent in the NBA. You're not gonna be a Hall of Fame.
No, but it depends. You'd have had to stay in
Either
college
way,
for like
yeah.
4 years and just be
How many
farming.
players play in college for 4 years and win 2 national championships? Like,
Exactly. You have
That's
to
what
be.
I'm saying by that. Chances that happening is very small.
yes, but
But if you
always
did,
I'm saying,
you
WNBA players make it into the Hall of Fame. Female college coaches make it into the.
I hear you. It's mostly NBA, though. That's what I'm just saying. Yeah, there's an exception for that, but it's mostly NBA.
Yes, a majority of NBA players, a majority of the Hall of Famers that get in each year are NBA players. That is a fair, factual statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of like how they say world champions, but it's like it's just one league though, the NBA. Obviously, there's the European League as well, but let's not kid ourselves. Like it's not world champions.
Chelsea are the world champs. I don't care.
Like the World Series, but it's like all the American teams and one Canadian team.
No. Chelsea Football Club are world champions. All right.
What do you guys think of Clarkson? How he's playing this year? I mean, how he's been performing throughout the season.
No surprise. I mean, he's always been a good basketball
Wasn't
player.
a no surprise.
He just had to put it together. Like he's always had this bag. Like he's always shown like in moments that he can do this. He just found a team that's letting him take his shots when he wants to take his shots. Like Utah needs guys who can. They need somebody else who can get in the pick and roll and create for themselves. Like he's really after Donovan Mitchell, he's really the only guy who can get in some action and do stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he has the freedom on this team to kind of do whatever he wants. Whereas in most teams, he's not going to have that freedom. If he was on the Clippers, he couldn't do that, what he's doing right now, because they already have guys who can get their own shot. So it's just different.
So,
but he's always had it. He's always had it. But he put it together this year.
I don't know if he always had it, but I saw you telling me Kuzma always has it then?
No, he's a bum.
No, so Kuzma he has the ability. He just doesn't have the basketball IQ. Like he just has zero basketball IQ. But like if you're talking about ability, Kuzma has a lot of ability.
So if he goes to a different team, he's gonna start putting up some numbers. Basically, that's what
yeah, he's gonna stat pad. Yeah, because he like if he's on a bad team, he's gonna have good numbers because
I don't know if that's true.
Kuzma in terms of do I want him playing on a championship level team? No, I don't want that.
The reason why I don't think it's true because this year he had a chance to stat pack a little bit because like guys were injured. He still couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I think he lost an element of confidence. Like
he had the floor. Like this is the year you should have done something, bro. Guys were injured.
I agree. Like
they need you. Anthony's not playing. Like, bro, they need you to perform.
I agree with all of that. I feel like when he had expectations put on him, it changed everything for him because now he has to actually think about basketball. You know what I'm saying? He has to think about the right reads, when to shoot, when not to shoot. Like when he's on a bad team, he doesn't have to think about any of that. So he just plays. But now that he's on a team that we're trying to win basketball games and I can't take whatever shot I want to take.
Well, he still takes some bad shots. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm saying he takes terrible shots because he has no IQ of when to take what's a good shot, what's a bad shot. Like he just doesn't get it. So that's always gonna be his Achilles heel is not understanding time and situation and now he's not confident, which makes it even worse.
Nah, someone said Kuzma's Chinese league ready. Nah.
That's hilarious.
You better disrespectful. Hey, let me know, people in the comments, what you's watching it on UK Duns, innit? What you lot watching it on? I've got a link, but is it on Sky? Like, what you lot watching it? Devontae, what you watching it on?
It's on Sky, but I'm watching on a link to Sky. Well, I'm watching on the TV. I can't watch on TV. I have to be spending around all the time, so I'm watching on the link.
Yeah. I hear that. Yeah, I put one in Jay. I put one in a link in the chat, in the private chat for you still. But let me know in the comments where else we can watch it.
Wait, what? Oh.
So who's on this year? Clippers and Nets?
That's what I think I predicted yesterday, actually. I predicted Suns and Nets because I'm a Suns fan. Something like that.
Yeah, the Suns are on fire, man, this year. I can't lie. They're just playing like good basketball. Like it's just fun to watch.
But the Suns don't want to play the Nets, man.
No one wants to play the Nets though. Like that's not a legit criticism of anything.
I think the Clippers will have a better chance
100%.
matchup wise.
Yeah,
100%.
in terms of the players they have
Yeah.
and the experience.
The thing with the Suns is anytime you turn the corner on them, you're pretty much getting to the rim because their only rim protector is Ayton.
Yeah, Aiden's a really good big man. He's very talented. I like his skill sets.
He's good, but he's only 22, and there's only one of him. Like, he can't play the whole game. We have Kaminsky in there or Saric at center. Like, it just doesn't work.
I know, because he has them young legs, so they don't get tired right now, but he's going to start feeling that.
Yep.
Boogie's out here in his bag. This man's hitting.
Yep, he is. Yep, I'm just saying it.
Player Rondo.
Wait, didn't Boogie play with John Wall at Kentucky?
Yeah. Yes, they did.
Man.
And they ran it up.
That was nice. I just seen that from Boogie. That was nice still.
Well, that Kentucky team was stacked.
What? That's NBA players.
They lost to Marquette. Speaking of Marquette. I know they lost to West Virginia.
Yeah,
NBA players drafted.
I think 5 of them were first rounders. Like that, it was crazy.
I swear they lost to West Virginia in like the Elite Eight or something.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
What happened to that guy, man? Gil, whatever his name is, Gil. What's his name again? Chris Gil, the second pick from Kentucky that year.
I don't remember.
Chris who?
He was drafted number 2 from the
Kid Gilchrist?
Oh, Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Oh yeah,
he went to the Bobcats, and then they weren't the Bobcats anymore. I don't know what happened to him.
He was just not a basketball player.
I can't believe they drafted him so high, though.
I'm glad they did because Bradley Beal was up there. So,
yeah, who got him again?
Bradley Beal. The Wizards got Bradley Beal. So,
Bobcats?
Yeah, the Bobcats to them. Yeah.
Oh my God, that boy cannot.
Are they booing? The Jazz fans booing? Says True for being a colored man, but they got True say. I was gonna say they got black people playing for Jazz, but that makes no difference in that people are idiots. You know what I'm saying? People are idiots. It makes no difference. Yeah.
You know the craziest thing is, right? In Utah, I swear you can only get alcohol at certain places.
Well, I told everyone Utah's not been Clippers, bro. Who's Utah really stopping, man?
Yeah, no, it's a bad matchup. It's a bad matchup.
Yeah, like Utah's is a good team. Like I'm not gonna lie, they're very disciplined. They play as a team, and Mitchell has to take over. That's about it. Who else does it take? I mean, Clarkson comes in, does his thing, but yeah, they just I don't know, man. They're shooting.
That's a terrible. My bad. Yeah, no, it's a terrible matchup. Like they have no wing defenders. Like
no, they don't.
Their best wing defender is Royce O'Neal, and he's like 6'4". So it's like, yeah, now you got to face Kawhi and PG. It's a little bit slow. Whereas the Clippers they can switch everything on this team, literally everything, and be fine.
There's a reason the Clippers tanked the games at the end of the season to get into this half of the playoff bracket.
Yeah, they almost
did that.
That was stupid though. That was actually stupid though.
I don't think it was.
I mean,
they had the better matchup.
They should have lost that series if we're being that Mavs series.
I mean, cool, but like I still understand why the Clippers did that. Like, this is a much kinder second round matchup than the Nuggets, Suns, or the Lakers.
Yes, but imagine if they didn't get there. You know how stupid they would have looked.
I mean, yes, but that's a calculated risk that you take.
Is it a calculated risk that you want to take being out in the first round as opposed to just manning up and facing your second round team? Like,
if you're the Clippers, yes.
Yeah,
I guess. I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah, it makes sense. Hey, if they get through to the conference finals,
are they hosts for it? Yes, but is it smart? Yes.
You just call them hoes.
Yeah. They're hoes for that. Definitely. They sat everybody the last game. It was a joke.
Man called them hoes, I was like, that's why I had to reiterate just to make sure I heard what you said correctly. That's all. Man called them hoes. Man.
You can't be putting up signs around LA saying our time now, blah, 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 and then dodging the Lakers potentially.
Yeah, that's a fair point still. That's a fair point.
We're never going to see that matchup, are we?
Nah, we'll see it, hopefully. Hopefully we see it, man. We've got to. You've got to see it, man. Surely.
Like, look, like, don't get me wrong. I don't hate the Clippers. What they did was weak.
One Laker team.
There's no way that the Lakers would ever let the Clippers beat them in a playoff series. It just, I don't care where the Lakers are in their.
We're never gonna see that though. Forget that.
No, I agree.
You don't reckon?
You know what? We'll never see it because the Clippers will just run away again.
Okay.
He would have played that game for sure.
So next year,
He would have.
staying together.
It won't happen until like it has to.
Is Paul George still in the contract? Is
PG and Kawhi have the player option.
so they have play option?
Have one. Does PG have one?
I swear he does. They signed the same deal, 2+1.
You might be right. I feel.
Are they staying?
That's a different question.
That's a different question, for sure.
Would I stay if I was them? Yes. Will they? Who knows?
I mean, it's all
If
dependent.
let's just say theoretically they lose in the second round, Kawhi should leave.
If they lose, they should leave. If they lose against Utah, they have no business losing against.
Wait,
them.
didn't Paul George sign an extension?
Yeah,
Another one?
Yeah. So
Kawhi is
PG
the
extension.
Okay,
Kawhi is
that
the
makes
free
sense.
agent. So what you saying? Does Kawhi go to the Lakers? What we saying? Where's Kawhi going?
Kawhi ain't got a lot. He ain't got a lot of places to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where does he
Kawhi
actually
gets to
go?
the Lakers, we can't be mad.
He has too much pride to go to the Lakers. I don't know. I think
Where's
he
he
has
go? The Nets? Where's he going?
potential places for Kawhi. He would never go to the Nets.
I'm
Potential places for
hoping.
Kawhi.
Just consider Nets.
Yeah, I'm just hoping.
Yeah, we hoping, man. You gotta have.
Would you even want to leave California? That's
Yeah,
the
go
real
on.
question.
Go on, tell me. Go on. What are the options? Where could he go?
Like
Realistically,
realistic
I know he wouldn't go to the Nets. That was just me clowning around in it.
He's
I just
coming
like
back-
his super
It's come back to Toronto.
He's going back to the Raptors, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when he. Why
If
would
they
he
couldn't
come-
convince him, if they couldn't
He's
convince him
not
to
from
stay after,
Toronto.
if they couldn't stay after eventually, like essentially saying like you have the keys to our city, he's never coming back.
I mean,
Like they were about to give him, they were literally about to pay his house, his bills, free food anywhere he goes, like max contract. Like they literally were like, you can live here for free and operate in this town for free if you want to.
Yeah.
They did say that. That's crazy.
I would have stayed if I'm him.
And he still chose the Clippers.
Man.
I mean, he's back.
You went to go. You went to go
That's
home.
what I'm
You
saying
went to
is
go
like
home.
he wanted
People
to
are
be
trying
back
to live in
home,
Toronto.
right?
You're trying to live in LA.
No, of course. I'm just saying, like, he's never going back to Toronto. But
Alright, so
anyway,
where can he go realistically?
Way to
Go on.
crush our dreams, okay?
Philly's
We're
real.
open.
It's not personal. He's from LA.
Wishful
He's from
thinking, you
Toronto.
know,
The answer will be
wishful
different.
Oh my God. They recruited him. I don't know what other sales pitch you could give him, man. Like, literally, here is the keys to my city. He said no.
Short of Kawhi, here's my wife. Like, what are you gonna? What else do you have to do?
Like, yeah, Masai Ujiri pretty much gave him everything but his wife. And
That's where they went wrong. They should have offered him some holes. That's clearly where they went wrong, didn't it? They should have offered him some holes, man.
You know what
Maybe he
the
would have
Kawhi did?
stayed.
That's why I give him the
He
hard.
has a Kawhi. Doesn't Kawhi has a wife or a girlfriend? And
Yeah, but here's two. He might have a wife or a
It's
girlfriend.
never
Here's two or
stop ball.
three.
Let's not
You know,
act like
having
these
fun.
NBA players with wives/girlfriends don't also have hoes.
He clearly needed to offer him some holes. And I hear Toronto has great looking women. That's why I'm trying to get there. So yeah.
Hey,
So
Flawless,
I'm-
just tell them you're Pat Bev.
Say again, Pio?
Flawless, just tell them you're Pat Bev. They might believe you.
Yeah, tell him I'm Pat Bev. Yeah, I'm Patrick Bev. Just cardio. I can be cardio on vibes. You know what I'm saying? Just hella talking. Hella smack talk, man. I love that. But yeah, go on, Temmie. My bad. Go on. So where can he realistically go, all jokes aside?
I'm distracting myself, but Philly is realistic to me. I think Miami is a realistic place for him.
he's not going to Miami. Come on, let's be real.
No, I'm just saying realistic options. Like Miami has the culture, the location.
The hoes.
In a location twice.
Yeah, the location. Miami has a culture and a great location.
Miami.
I'm pretty sure no state tax too. If I'm right about that, no state income tax. So that's a great location. And then another one. Honestly, those are the two that I think could actually really happen.
All right.
Maybe the Lakers too. Maybe.
Okay. So the Lakers, Miami, Philly. They're the three you're saying, yeah?
Yeah,
They're the three you're saying.
Not getting them. The Lakers don't want him anyway. We're getting.
All right, talk to me then. Where do you think he's realistic? Where do
the
you think
Lakers will gladly take Kawhi Leonard? That is
Of course
a
they
fact.
Why is not going to lay it, man?
Now, okay,
No,
where do you think his realistic options are? Say he does leave the Clippers.
Like he said, Miami's for sure. They partially they have some money. Who they're really paying? So then Philly. The thing with Philly, I don't know if they'll have the money to pay him though, but they still have like 3 guys they have to pay. So they have to get rid of Ben Simmons or something.
Or they would have to get rid of Tobias Harris, which I think is good.
They could get rid of Tobias Harris, I guess, and some like a couple decent pieces.
They would toss Tobias Harris in the gulag for Kawhi. Come on.
So I guess that team won't be bad though. If you have Kawhi, Ben Simmons, then you have Embiid. That's a pretty good team right there.
A great team.
Because everyone plays different, right?
That's the best team the Sixers will have ever had.
Because that'll be different. Because Ben Simmons can actually play point forward, bring up the ball, and Kawhi does his thing, and Embiid does his thing inside. So yeah, could be that.
Time to shine is saying he should team up with Luka, or we should team up with Dame.
Yeah, he's never going to Portland.
Oh, with Dame. No,
he'll never.
Portland's desperate enough to get rid of CJ and get someone else.
Yeah, he would never go to. But Dallas is actually a good shout because another city that's a really nice city is Dallas. Like I enjoy my time when I go to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Again, no state income tax, another big thing, and they have a superstar. Like that's another good shout. I didn't really think of that, but just free agents don't historically go to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't remember the last time a big free agent went to Dallas. But I don't get it. Because Dallas is a really. If I was a free agent, that would be one of on my list for sure. Dallas is a great city.
Dallas won't be able to get him because Porzingis is getting paid $31 million a year to do nothing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm therefore looking to try and get to Toronto at some point. I'm 100% trying to get to Toronto.
Porzingis getting paid too much money, and his performance is shit. So who the hell is going to take him? So they can't they're stuck with him. Then I can't get rid of him.
Yeah, I think I don't know how it works now, but I think you can make it work with 3 max guys. Luka's not on a max contract right now, so that's the big thing.
Next year, don't you have to sign him from next year?
So if let's say you sign let's just say theoretically you sign Kawhi this year, right? You have 2 max contracts, Kawhi, Porzingis. You can sign Luka to a max contract still.
Nice 3-point with that. Reggie Jackson cooking. Sorry to cut you off. That was nice.
No, you're good. Because Luka's a homegrown player, you can make it work where you go over the salary cap, the bird rights rules, all that good stuff. So yeah, it can happen. It could be done.
Yo, the Clippers are picking up the gear a little bit now. Told you guys don't sleep on them Clippers, man.
Clippers on smoke.
No Mike Conley today, but I mean, yeah, they're playing great.
That's the reason why they're not going to win this series even more.
No, I never said they were losing the series. I'm just saying that
even when Mike Conley, they're still going to lose the series. But I'm just saying that makes even more justify why they're going to lose.
Of course, 100%. But Mike Conley is a really important piece for them. So that's a big loss right there. If Mike Conley can't play consistently this series, then it's going to be a really short series.
Well, what do you expect? The
Kawhi Leonard.
I can't believe they're being rewarded for ducking smoke like this.
It was smart, though, wasn't it?
I was really hoping Luka would get them, man. I don't know. I was really hoping so, but
all that Mavericks series told me was that Mavericks roster is not constructed to win anything serious.
I think that
give them 60 and it didn't matter.
They have really good role players. They just need another star. They need another star.
They need a Porzingis needs to play like
old Porzingis, yeah.
Or don't get someone else to replace him.
I saw Porzingis run down the court on a fast break and shoot a 1-on-3 3-pointer.
He wants to be the 7'4" Steph Curry in the leagues apparently. So I don't know. Whatever time it is. That boy shoots so many threes. It's ridiculous. Like, bro, you're 7 feet, fam. Go inside. Like, post up. Do some fade away. Even Dirk was doing mid-range jump shot, man. Come on.
Oh, yeah. He was allergic to Kristaps was allergic to the paint.
Like, he does not want to go in there. But anytime he goes in the paint, they can't guard him.
No.
I don't understand. At least big people off the dribble. Like, because he can do that too. I don't know why he doesn't do that. Like the New York Porzingis was better. He was more aggressive. You'll go inside, you'll come outside, you'll block shot. This guy doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to shoot threes.
He was more essential, like part of an offense, though. Now he's a clear number 2 option.
It's not an excuse, man.
Yeah, I'd say like
I'm not making excuses for Porzingis. Fuck Kristaps Porzingis. Let's get one thing right. Like, but at the same time, like, it's. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. It's gotta be weird playing with somebody like Luka, who's so ball dominant.
Yeah, it's a usage rate thing. Like Luka has the highest usage rate in the league, but at the same time, like I don't think Luka's that selfish.
Yeah,
like it's just that the way he operates. Luka has to kind of get to his spots, and he operates kind of in the low post sometimes when he isos.
Yeah,
Kristaps would be in the way, but they need to find ways to get Kristaps like in the post. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I don't think Carlisle did a good job of trying to scheme for Porzingis, and I think that's where the problem is. Like Porzingis feels like, oh yeah, I'm not getting plays ran for me, nothing like that. It's just, that can be frustrating, but you gotta find ways to contribute, man. Like when Dorian Finney-Smith is more important than you, it's a problem.
I know, like seriously.
Hey, Porzingis was a salary dump in the Hardaway Jr. trade.
It was that the New York wanted to get rid of that salary, yeah. For sure. New York is a spot Kawhi Leonard can go. Not.
He never go there.
Hell no.
I told you, man. The Nets, man. Told you.
Not the Nets, New York Knicks. This guy said
Go the Knicks then, innit? Brooklyn, innit? New York. All the same difference. You know what I'm saying?
Don't say that to somebody from New York.
I can say that because no one there is from New York, innit? So, it's New York, innit?
Those New York brothers don't play about them boroughs.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But ain't they all, they're different boroughs, but they're all under New York. Am I incorrect on that?
You're right about it, but listen, if you're from Brooklyn, you're from Brooklyn. If you're from Queens,
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, Brooklyn, Queens, you get me? Staten Island, wherever else and shit like that. But it's all New York, isn't it?
It's different though. That's like Chicago. You're from Southside Chicago. You're from Southside Chicago. You're from somewhere else. You're from somewhere else.
Well, seen. Fair dues, I stand corrected.
Yeah, the States is different, man.
I stand corrected. You learn something new every day.
Even in Toronto, man, if you're from Brampton and if you're from Etobicoke and if you're from downtown, they can tell it's different.
Nah, I hear that. It's like when people expect me to sound like I'm from North Manchester, and it's like, no, I'm from Southeast, innit? We talk different.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, why do you sound a certain way? I'm like, that's the North accent. Like, I'm from South. That's why I talk like this.
So what do you guys think of Giannis? Do you think he reached his potential, or is he gonna improve?
Man, he's breaking my heart, man. He's really breaking my heart because
I've seen improvement since last year.
It's like
his muscles get bigger.
I know
he's what?
His muscles get bigger, but that's about it.
He did get a little lean even last year, but like he didn't like his game hasn't improved at all.
Yeah, no, he struggles tremendously in the isolation game. And like until he can figure out his isolation package, like he literally has one move.
He has the same two moves, the spin move or the Euro step. He's had his whole career.
His go-to move, that spin move.
Right? It's very predictable. It's very predictable. I thought they were gonna give the Nets a better fight. Like I really did, because I
actually did too.
I have two $50 bets out right now that the Nets won't make it to the finals. That bet, those bets. Yeah, I do.
When do you make that?
Before the playoffs. Yeah,
the Nets won't make it to the final.
won't make it to the finals. Yes,
Who's beating them, brother?
What?
So listen, I gave flawless the breakdown before y'all got there. I'm a firm believer, and history will tell me that you don't win championships if you can't play defense. Like that's just
Okay. I feel
that
you.
has literally been you have to be at least a top 10 defense.
That's been the historical precedent. Yes, I agree with you.
I'm just saying, you know what? I'm betting on history right now.
That makes sense, but also seems.
And then James Harden got hurt, and I'm like, oh, this is looking good right now. This is looking real good. And that's another thing I was betting on. I'm betting on can they stay healthy because they didn't.
Okay, that's a more fair bet than historical precedents to me, but yeah.
Well, historical precedents and the fact that they haven't been able to stay healthy all season.
To be honest, the more I think about it, if Embiid is playing for Philly's gonna get that.
Philly. So now I've given up on Milwaukee. Cool, whatever. They're not gonna win. Philly again has the matchups to make the Nets extremely uncomfortable. Like extremely. They have a 5 who can do everything. Literally everything. Can defend. Well, let's just talk about offensively. He can post. He has a mid-range game. He can hit threes. Nets have no answer for him. Literally none. If you put Claxton on him, he's gonna bully him, kill him. Put Blake Griffin on him, he's gonna bully him, kill him. Then they have 3-point shooters. They have Seth. They have Danny Green. They have Tobias not a 3-point shooter, but he can hit threes. Tybal can hit a 3. Korkmaz can hit a 3. So like they have guys who can make it tough, and they're a top 2 defense in the league. So I just bet on that.
See,
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. The way you beat the Nets is inside. I keep telling, like, Milwaukee could do that. Like, remember when the first game when they were playing, they were damaging them in the inside. Lopez was getting fouls, getting M1. Yeah. Then KD had like 4 fouls, and he's gone Lopez. Like, what are you guys doing? Run a pick and roll on him or post him. He's not that strong. He's on foul. Post him inside. Get him in foul trouble.
I think a lot of the Bucks problems are coaching. Like I feel like they're not their best players aren't getting to their spots the way they should get to their spots. Like obviously when you have a player like KD, like he's gonna get to his spots no matter what coaches. You know what I'm saying? But a player like Giannis who's not at that level offensively, a player like Middleton who requires you have to scheme for him. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not. Middleton's taking a bunch of bad shots. Giannis is taking a bunch of bad shots. Drew is taking a bunch of tough contested shots. And this Nets team isn't even that good defensively. No. So they're not scheming to get Giannis, Drew, and Chris in spots where they can operate best. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big thing for me. Is like they're just getting out coached.
They should be running pick and rolls. And
Giannis is at the top of the key as the person who's the ball handler, as opposed to the person who should be setting the screen, which is really bothering me. Like you are 7 feet, man. You and Drew should be running pick and roll every single time. You and Drew Holiday, 1-4 pick and roll, switch, get a small guy on you and kill him every time.
Yeah,
but not doing it. So it's like
doing that. They're setting up for jump shot and contesting shot. Why? You don't need to.
They don't need to. It doesn't make any sense.
But like, bro,
they're trying to play like the Nets. I don't get it at all.
We've seen Budenholzer teams do this before, though, in playoff series. Like he does this weird thing where he tries to mimic whoever he's playing, and tries to like outdo them at their own game. But it's like just focus on your own strengths. Like they were kind of trying to turn into a worse version of the Heat last year when they were up 2-0 on the Raptors. The last 4 games of that series, Budenholzer was getting his ass kicked by Nick Nurse as well. Like he had the same issue when he was with the Hawks. Like I feel like he's just hit a ceiling as a coach. They just need a new voice.
Like I had my bets on the Bucks actually, because I was thinking I feel like the Bucks had a bit more playoff experience, and just because the Nets are still like a relatively new team together. Yeah. But I was just more nervous that they have players that have, either won championships or have gone really far, and they're at the twilight of their careers versus the Bucks that they have the playoff experience, but they're still lacking that quality that they need to kind of push through in the playoffs. But I thought the Bucks would do better than they did, like so far. But it's only the second game, so they can always pick back up.
It's a wrap. They're cooked.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
fine.
yeah, they're done. Yeah. They're done.
The next game is a
It's
must.
like,
I mean,
They're
game.
done, man.
How about this?
They're done,
Game
Jay.
three. Game three.
Next game's a must.
Game 3 is a big game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, it's a must-win game.
it's
Yeah.
a must win. Yeah.
I'm saying like the Nets could maybe take their foot off the gas, and you know what I'm
Win
saying.
that game will help.
Things like that can happen. You know what I'm saying? But like in context, yeah, they have no chance. They have no chance. When I'll say this again. When I saw KD mix Giannis all game, I was like, this is over.
He gave him the in and out dribble, and I was like, the series is done. The
The
Bucks know they can't compete with them.
Giannis is a defensive player of the year, and he made Giannis look very average yesterday on defense. So,
I mean,
what's to say?
Tough at home, man. I don't know what they're doing. Like, I don't know.
See, JB says it here. Talent wins in the NBA period. Nets are too much for anybody.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
go on.
Because I think that let's use like the Warriors, for example. The most recent dynasty. Like I would say the Nets have more talent than them on paper, but I would say that Warriors team had talent. Plus, they were a top 5 defense in the NBA that whole time. They were
Well balanced.
Like people forget that, like, they were scoring a ton of points, but they were also outside of Steph, everyone on that team could defend. So yeah, it's a bag of like, yes, talent, you need talent, but normally you also need an element of defensive nous. And I still don't think the Nets have been tested defensively yet. I don't think the Celtics.
Who do you think beats them? Who you got beating them? The Clippers. Who do you think beats them?
So I said they wouldn't get to the finals. So I was banking on Milwaukee shutting them down defensively, or now Philly. So I have to. So if when the Nets get to the conference finals, I'm saying Philly will beat them. That's what I'm not confident in that. I'm saying it again. I am not confident whatsoever, at all. But I am just gonna keep on betting on historical precedents. You can't win in the NBA. The Nets winning a championship would be a big problem for the NBA because it could just say that I don't need defense to win a championship.
It'll open up Pandora's box again.
Yeah, it's like I don't need defense to win rings, and that's a problem to me. That's
You don't need defense or chemistry to win rings.
or chemistry.
You don't need experienced head coaches either if you have enough talent.
Yeah.
Culture doesn't matter. A lot of the things that small market teams buy into would just be completely blown up if the Nets just cakewalk to a ring. And it's not so much that they win. It's like, say they sweep the Bucks, beat the Sixers in 5, and then whoever comes out of the West in 5 games. Like, you're really just swatting everybody aside.
Yeah,
it would spark a super team in response to it, most definitely.
100%. I see a comment. The championship usually goes to a top 2 or 3 player in the league. 100%. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm not saying that you don't need talent. Like you need a top 5 player. Like 100%. You need a top 5 player. But I'm talking about the talent around that player. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron's teams haven't necessarily, like, especially his Cavs teams. He took the Cavs to the finals. This second go around 4 or 5 times. And those teams were
pretty much every time he played for the Cavs.
Yeah, those teams were not that talented. I'll just say that right now. Those teams were not very talented from top to bottom. But because you have a LeBron James, you can overcome a lot of things.
But that only takes you so far, because I remember it was the Cavs versus Boston. This was back in like 2010, that playoffs.
2010 before you left, yeah.
Yeah, that was like LeBron did his best, but he was playing against the Boston side that was well experienced. Like when you had who they had back then, Kevin Garnett,
Ray Allen, Paul Pierce,
young Rondo,
Perkins,
like
Big
that
Baby,
team.
Nate Robinson,
Rondo,
Tony Allen. I want to say
LeBron got found out. Like there's only out of 7 games, there's only so much a player can do, right? Like you get found out. But I do get it. Like the Golden State team was well balanced. Like they didn't have all superstars, but they just had people that knew their roles. Kind of like
and they were a
when the
more
Mavs won it
organically
too.
built team as well.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Mavs is another good example of a team that they didn't have the greatest superstars, but they were just well balanced when they won that.
Who, the Mavs?
Yeah, this was back when this was what?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Mavs.
because they didn't really have anyone that was like.
They're probably the worst championship team in terms of overall talent in the last 20 years, I would say.
For sure. 100%, no question.
Even the 04 Pistons are one of the best defensive teams of all time.
Ooh, that was what was it called? What were
That
their
was
names? Rashid, Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed
Yeah, that
Wallace,
was a
Tayshaun,
nasty
Griff,
team.
and Phillips. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Me, yeah, that Mavs team was actually the probably the worst team to ever win a championship.
I'm saying like from 1 to 15 on a roster, you had guys like Brian Cardinal, 5'7", JJ Barea, Deshaun Stevenson, fresh off house arrest. Jason Terry was your second best player, and he started on the bench.
Yeah.
38-year-old Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
Man, I
You
forgot
You had
about
Jan
Brian.
Mahinmi, who somehow got like a $40 million deal off the back of that championship.
Yeah.
Sean Marion.
Don't remind me. I'm a Wizards fan, bro.
Sean Marion was on that team. Sean Marion was on that team too, I think.
Hey, respect Sean Marion, one of my favorite players of all time.
Man, Brian Cardinal, man, you really went back in the rap, man. There's some NBA players, man, you forget about them, man. Like
I know, like
Yeah,
Brian.
like that was really a lot of veterans' like last great contribution to the NBA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
I'll
Mavs
say the
haven't won a
late
playoff
80s.
series since then.
they haven't.
yeah,
It shows you though, like you need star powers now. Like you said, the last championship has been Steph, LeBron, KD. Like those are the people that's been dominant for the decades now, right? For this last decade.
Pretty much, yeah.
So it's like, who else is really winning? It was like they're splitting the titles amongst themselves. Think about that. That's crazy, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
serious?
Golden State won like how many did they win back to back?
I think they won
Three.
2 or
They
3 or
won
2.
two, then
two. I
Cleveland,
think
then they won again.
They won.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Something like that. Yeah, they won 3 in 4 years. Yeah.
But what do you guys think of LeBron? You think LeBron is done? People keep saying LeBron is done after he lost.
I don't think it's
I
as
think
much
it's-
LeBron is done. I think it's the Lakers won't be able to make the moves and put a team together to compete
think-
with the Nets.
I think Bradley Beal is a free agent this summer.
No,
Is he not? No,
he's
he's not.
He's signed an extension. So he's not a free agent, but he is an asset that, the thing is, like, are the Lakers willing to give up their future for Bradley Beal? Because that's what you require. Like,
Well,
the Wizards aren't going to give up Bradley Beal for just nothing. You have to give us endless amount of players and endless amount of picks.
Yeah,
And I'm willing to do that is the question.
yeah. If Anthony Davis comes healthy and they can get Bradley Beal, they can get rid of. They basically never get rid of everyone else except for AD and LeBron, basically. So where they're gonna get rid of like 3 or 4 players.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do the damn if you're trying to win.
No, I agree. Bradley, listen, I watch Bradley Beal almost every night. He is a problem. That's literally what LeBron needs. LeBron needs a 2-guard.
They don't have four.
Yeah, LeBron needs a 2-guard who is a bucket. That is exactly what he needs. He needs a bucket, a certified perimeter bucket. And he doesn't have that right now.
What about Bradley Beal to the Warriors?
That wouldn't be fair. That would not be fair at all.
To the Warriors for who? Jessica, who you can get rid of?
So you'd have to throw in a couple of
Yeah,
draft picks. You'd probably have to throw in Wiggins and Oubre, maybe Wiseman.
I'm not doing that deal.
You have to You have to get rid of Wiseman. Would you get rid of Wiseman? It's too early.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not a Warriors fan. I don't give a fuck.
Was-
But for super team's sake, yes.
These two. I don't know. Then you have
If I-
Bradley Beal.
If I was the Warriors, I'd definitely give up Wiseman as a part of a deal for Bradley Beal
Really? Because of injury?
because Bradley Beal is the truth.
Because I feel like with Bradley Beal, you can definitely close the gap if Clay comes back healthy, and even if he doesn't, you've got insurance on Clay. Like Steph and Beal, even if like you get 50% of what like peak Draymond was, I feel like you would be a factor in the Western Conference.
Stephen, you think Stephen Bell can go far in the final? I mean,
No. A Stephen Beal team will not go for
the playoffs.
No, a Stephen Beal team will not.
I'd bet you like to about the second round, I would say, depending on who you're playing.
That's as far as it goes.
But remember, they can score, but they're so small on the wing.
Yeah, no defense. That's just asking true. For. Yeah, the reason the Warriors are so good is because Clay is a great defender.
He is.
Like leave his shooting out of the way. Clay can literally lock up your best guard.
Exactly.
He's got like an all-round game.
That's so underrated. Like people don't understand. Like when you have a guard who can score and is all NBA caliber defensively.
Is Donovan Mitchell on a max?
Yes, I think he got an extension.
I think he got an extension too. Yeah.
So they have Mitchell and Gobert tied up.
Gobert's
they're going nowhere. Yeah, they're going.
Oh, they're screwed forever.
Yeah, they overpaid Gobert for a big man. Overpaid him.
Poor Jazz. They're going to be second round exit for forever.
No, that's fine though. That's what they need in that city. You know, that's good enough. That's
what if the Warriors let Draymond Green go?
Who would take Draymond Green though?
He's on huge money.
Yeah, who would take him?
Yeah,
no one would ever take him. So
I thought about that as well, but I was like, who would really take that contract?
Yeah, because it's the money that he's on, right? Like I think he's still a decent player. I think it's just the money for his age.
Because the Warriors are deep into the luxury tax for having a mid-team this season.
Yeah, I think it might be a write-off for the Warriors this year and just wait an extra season.
I don't think they get rid of him. I don't think they'll get rid of him.
That's what I'm saying. They'll probably just hold out for the next season, and then the season after, when their contracts come due, then probably say bye.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? The roster of the Warriors, the Warrior roster was actually stacked.
Oh, stacked! Like I saw this. So this comment right here that
14,000 roster. You guys think?
Go ahead.
They had Harrison Barnes. They had Andrew Bogut. You guys forgot Andrew Bogut can play defense. He can pass the ball. He can do everything, right? Bro, they had
Bosa.
And they had
Iggy.
Iggy was there. Sean Livingston was there. Oh my god.
David West was there. Pacers
had like long athletic wings.
Yeah. I don't think people understand how important. So like I see this comment says
Jordan are huge.
Yeah, Jordan won 6, Magic 6. That's not true. Kobe 5, that's true. Duncan 5, that's true. Shaq 5, not true. LeBron 4, that's true. Wade 4, not true. Bird 3, no, he won 4.
You said Wade 4.
Yeah, no, these are very inaccurate numbers, but I get your point. You know what I'm saying? Superstars are important, right? But all these, so Kareem, right? Kareem had Magic. He had James Worthy. So those are 2 Hall of Famers right there. He had Michael Cooper. He had what's his name? His name is Kurt Rambis. Byron Scott. These are really excellent basketball players, right?
And that team,
Kobe and Shaq had Derek Fisher, Robert Ory,
that's
Rick Fox.
What about Derek Fisher?
He was saying he said it's the number after the name, not before.
It's the number after the name.
That's what he said. I don't know how true it is. Yeah,
so can you go back? Okay.
Yeah.
Jordan won 6, Kareem 6, Magic 5, Kobe 5, Duncan 5. Okay, Shaq 4, LeBron. Okay. So it's pretty much accurate except for the Bird one. But yeah, no, my bad. I read that wrong. You're right. Okay, cool. But yeah, no, superstars are everything, but
Paul George fucking sucks. Keep going.
Hey, less of the PG slander, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, no, it's like I don't know how to explain. Oh yeah, Jazz are coming back, right? They're making
they are 57-62.
But no, yeah, the role players are so important, and those role players a lot of the time they're stars. Like James Worthy had to take a lesser role for the Lakers, and he was a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? There's too many to count. There's so many important, like Robert Horry. You know how many big shots Robert Horry hit for team?
Let me just pause you for a sec. The Showtime Lakers are not role players.
No, they're not. They weren't, but I'm saying
in the context of the team, though, they were.
He's mentioned,
of course. Bro, that Showtime Lakers was the most stacked team.
No, but in the context of who, like, okay, you can't have everyone dominating the ball, right? You have Magic and Kareem; those are your superstars, and Worthy. That's 3, right? But then you have Byron Scott, who is a guy who could get you 18 a game. You have Kurt Rambis, who's a glue guy. Michael Cooper's an All-NBA defender. You know, like, come on, bro. Like, that's a lot of fucking help. That's a lot of help.
That team is stacked, man.
None of these people who got 1 championship, maybe D Wade has a case. And,
LeBron's got a case.
Even really.
D Wade won a championship without really
D Wade won a ring as the best, as with just being, Shaq.
But Shaq was really out of his prime a little bit.
Yeah, Shaq was out of his prime. So it was D Wade on this list is the only guy that said, he didn't have the greatest help and he still ran it up.
Well, LeBron for Cleveland as well, though. You can make that argument.
And LeBron. But LeBron is he's an anomaly. He's just
LeBron with Cleveland.
Yeah, LeBron with Cleveland. Yeah, but those teams weren't that good when you think about it, though.
No, I'm not. But yeah, those teams were not.
What are we talking about? Supporting cast in terms of talent, or what the team actually
Kevin Love.
But Kevin Love was injured for most of the playoffs, anyways. Actually, no, was that the same one? Kevin Love, he's not on the same level as the other players that we just mentioned, though. Like, I don't think so.
Those Cleveland teams, in the context of talent, like let's say you take LeBron off those teams and put Kevin Durant on those teams, they're not getting as far.
No, because they're not
getting as far. Honestly, if you put KD on those Cleveland teams, they're getting and he has to play the same Warriors teams. He's not winning. I'm sorry, he's not.
No, just a side note. Black Diamond, Jan said he'll be back tomorrow, man. She's on the Q&A tomorrow, innit? So he's asking for her. She's back tomorrow. I know she's been missing in action on the channel. She's back tomorrow. So there, you lot can stop worrying and that. Go on, say what you were saying. My bad.
When's the last time KD won a playoff series as an underdog, though?
He never.
Exactly.
LeBron I would say when the Thunder beat the Spurs way back to go to the finals.
The Thunder?
Yeah.
Beat the Spurs
to go to the finals, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, that's true. They were down 0-2, came back, won.
That was like 10 years ago, though, almost.
Yeah. KD was like, LeBron has been the underdog in a majority of his NBA finals, like according to Vegas. Like, let's just use that as like his first finals go around.
That's kind of what I'm going off of. I'm not going to use revisionism. So what was that at the time?
Yeah, no. At the time, LeBron was always the underdog, like more often than not. Whereas most of these people we're mentioning were normally the favorites. So it's just a different. KD's never had equivalent talent and won anything of substance. Like, he hasn't. And that's no shade to him. It's hard to win rings. But KD has had tons and tons of help.
It's not shade, it's the truth, though. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I just don't understand why he left.
I get it. I know why he left. Oh yeah, I know why.
Of course, we know why he left. I'm just saying, I feel like they could have won a ring over there.
Nah,
OKC.
Yeah,
I think he left like a bit earlier than what he could have. Like,
he should have left way too early.
I don't think he should have. I don't like that he went. I mean, I don't think. I shouldn't say he should have. He's a grown man. He should do whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't like that he went to the Warriors. If he had gone anywhere else,
I think yeah.
But like, bro, I can't have Russell Westbrook dominating the ball. Like if I'm KD, Russell Westbrook should not be making decisions on when I shoot and when I don't shoot.
I think that's the issue was because Westbrook thought he was the best player on the team. We realized KD was the best player on the team. At that point,
he didn't have to go to the Warriors though.
It didn't. Well, you know how it is, man. Jump on the bandwagon. You know, the team is the best team.
Man, what the ring?
Like,
You know
have
what?
some sort of
Look at the
pride,
ring.
though. You were up 3-1 on them, bro.
That's what I'm trying to show you. That's why I said I think they had a chance. They were up 3-1 and they lost.
Yeah. No, I do see why he left, right? That was the opportunity for him to win a ring. Like, it's one thing we can easily say, oh, stay and try to help the team win something. But, you know, like what's Mourinho said that. He's like, the train doesn't stop at the station twice. So I think he just saw it as an opportunity of, you know what, it does. And also, I don't know what the owners are like with OKC, because that's also huge in basketball, the owners. And, you know, what kind of trades they're looking to make as well. Maybe he just didn't see any future.
No,
with OKC as well.
OKC's run really well. Like they're run very well for a small market team. You know what I'm saying? But it's like one, you're in Oklahoma. First of all, you're in Oklahoma City. Let's start there. Location. You're in Oklahoma City. Terrible place to be as a young black man. You don't want to be in Oklahoma City. You just don't. Then to make it worse, you're in a place. You're in Oklahoma City, and then you're clearly the best player, but you're not the one making the decisions on the team.
Yeah,
that's annoying.
I mean,
I'm in a place that I don't want to be location-wise, and then there's a dude who is nowhere near as good as me taking more shots than me.
Yeah, I think those are two huge factors for sure. I think that, and then the fact that Westbrook didn't want to let KD just be like the number one option, and KD knew like they're bumping heads, right? And the point guard is dribbling the ball, is not passing the ball. So it's like, yo, like you said, I'm in the worst location, and this guy's giving me a headache. So I'll get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
But the thing that I don't understand for KD is he left to get out of the Westbrook headache, which makes sense. But I feel like he expected adulation and just undying respect for winning with the Warriors, and he should have really known what he was getting himself into. It was more of a marriage of convenience than anything else. They were never going to love him like they love their drafted players. No franchise would in that scenario.
100%.
Yeah, he probably thought it was going to be like LeBron going to Miami. You know, it's going to be, everyone's going to be so happy a superstar came and did it. But I think Golden State was already established with their main guys, like you said, like their draft picks already, that it just didn't have the same impact as LeBron going to Miami. But it is what it is now, right? Like, but I think also he also knew that he was going to be playing second string to Curry and the rest of them. He knew he was going to play second string, but he was okay with that because he knew that was going to be a team to win the championship. So he sucked it up for 2-3 seasons, and then that's when they had the whole dispute.
He didn't play second string. He was still number one string for that team for sure.
Well, who KD?
Yeah, on the Warriors, 100%.
Oh yeah, no, he was the best player. That's why I think that's why a lot of people I gained a lot of respect for him, because it's like, you can go to somebody else's team and just let them do their thing. He's like, no, I'm the best player. Like, you guys need to know right now, I'm looking around, none of you are better than me. Steph Curry,
yeah,
MVP, you're not better than me.
That's free. That's a lovely.
You're not better than me. Donovan Mitchell.
That was a lovely free.
Yeah, D Wade in the crowd, coaching him up. That's so tough. KD just took over. Like, he in those finals series, man, against LeBron. Yeah, no, he was
nice three.
Nice. Ooh, Kawhi with the response and that.
Oh, Kawhi was a robot.
Kawhi with the response, but he just missed a couple buckets. So yeah, he owed them one.
He's a robot.
I mean, yeah. Well, the reason why that team was already established. First of all, they really won a championship. It's not like you didn't
They were one game away from going back to back.
Like they just won a championship. They won a championship the year before because Cleveland beat them that year. That's what he went. That's what they got KD that next year, right?
Draymond called him from the parking lot after losing.
Wait, what? Who called what? Say that again. Say who called
after the Warriors lost game 7 to the Cavs. I swear to God, this happened. Real document information. After the Warriors lost Game 7 to the Cavs and LeBron won that ring in Oracle Arena, Draymond in the parking lot called Kevin Durant and started recruiting him pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was crying, man.
Well, yeah, then when he got there and he helped him in the ring, he called him a bitch. He called him a bitch, man.
Yeah, he said, "You're a bitch. We don't need you here." Pretty much.
Yeah.
After you, it's so funny.
After you called him.
After you called him a couple years ago, and now you call him a bitch. You don't need him.
Yeah.
After he got you 2 rings, you call him a bitch. You don't need him.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh my goodness, that's 2 jokes. I can't believe that actually happened.
But if you think about that Warrior team, if KD's not there, they're not winning that many rings. I'm just gonna keep it real. The 1 ring they got there, they might maybe squeeze. I don't know, maybe 1 more if they're healthy, but I don't think they're gonna win 3 rings.
Yeah,
I don't think they would have either, and that's the thing that if I'm KD, I don't know. I know he wanted rings, and that makes sense, but he could have went somewhere else and also competed for rings. It's not like that was his only chance.
But it's a for sure guaranteed thing. The other ones, it's not for sure, right?
Yeah, at the end of the day, he probably made the right decision.
no, he definitely.
No. If I was him, I would have said trade Russ or I'm leaving.
Why would it's like he made in hindsight? I think we as NBA fans, we think very and sports fans in general, we think very unrealistically. You know what I mean? Life, just in life, all of us want to be in the best work situation possible. We work have the easiest workload and make the most money.
Absolutely,
you know
I support that.
It's you know what I'm saying. Yes, I'm gonna put context to stuff in historical. I'm gonna make sure he know. I know his place in history, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He's never gonna be LeBron, he's never gonna be Michael Jordan. But did he make the right decision? Probably yes. Yes.
You never
want to be that guy who's the best player without a ring. You don't want to be that guy. You don't. Now that he has 2 rings, no one can honestly. What can you yes? Were they easier ring because of who he was playing with? Yeah, but he could literally look at it and say, yeah. I mean, well, Kareem had Magic. Michael had Scotty. Shaq had Kobe. I had Steph. And he's like, I went to go and play with Steph as opposed to playing with Russell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he pulled his weight. He pulled his weight. It's one thing if he was injured or something on the bench. He pulled his weight. A lot of those games.
Two finals MVPs. He definitely pulled his weight.
It's on him. If he feels okay with it, that's what it is. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Go get your rings. That's what it is. That's what gives me the feeling with KD is he feels like he doesn't feel justified. He does way too much talking in it from what I've seen in that. Obviously, I'm talking of limited knowledge, but the amount of talking he did after it's he didn't feel satisfied or fulfilled with it and that. He knew, but a ring's a ring. I don't care if I played, you get me, 1 minute or I was the MVP. A ring is a ring at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying in that? Yes, you want to pull your weight and earn it, but you went there and you won 2 and you can still win rings after it. So, but like you said, it's because he was with the OKC and they lost. Did they lose the year before to the Golden State?
Yeah, he went there 3-1 and then he joined them.
Yeah. So it's kind of you get me. I can't beat him, so I join him. Is that as well?
So let me ask, if he won a ring with Brooklyn Nets, would you guys actually rate him on that level as the LeBrons and stuff?
Listen, if he wins a ring with the Nets, he's gonna be a top 15, top 10 player. In that he's in that 10 to 15 range. Yes, we can complain about what he's done, but let's just look at the talent, the raw talent. Kevin Durant is absolutely unstoppable. There's literally nothing anyone can do on a basketball court to make him phased. He literally is a cheat code in the sense of the word. He's a 7'2" guard. What? Yeah. He's a 7-foot shooting guard. It doesn't make any sense. So I think if he wins another ring with the Nets, a team who's never won a title before,
it puts you in a different category.
Yeah, it's you're a top 10, you're a top 15 player.
Yeah.
If he wins another one, then he's starting to creep in on that. Okay,
great block.
Yeah. So
especially the Nets have never won a championship.
Yeah.
So that's
no.
huge.
I agree. Listen. Again, I agree. My guy, I agree with what you're saying. 100%. I don't think he'll ever be a GOAT. I'm saying from the historical, when we're having this conversation, if he wins 4 titles, you're starting to get in that GOAT conversation. That anyone who's done that is in the GOAT conversation.
Even if he wins 5, I don't think he'll be in the GOAT conversation.
No, I agree. He could win 5 championships. I would never say he's better than LeBron James. I don't care. He could have more rings than LeBron James. I'll never say he's better than LeBron James.
I think people would make this exception for KD though and leave him out of those conversations because we'll remember the context behind the rings. That won't fade for years.
I feel like there's a point where you win so much that things start getting blurred. Like honestly, like when you
that'll happen with time, maybe, but
that's what I'm saying. This is historical context. Like we weren't around in the 80s. Like Kareem left the Bucks to go play with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of things that people kind of forget. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of historical things. Like, okay, Bill Russell has 11 championships. He was playing in an era where it was just a lot of unathletic white dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what would KD have to do to go into that? Would he have to do something crazy like three-peat with the Nets or some shit like that?
Yeah, he'd have to do something like that to get in that conversation. Yeah. Yes,
certain
if anyone who wins 3 straight championships, you're probably like your best players are probably in the GOAT conversation. Like they probably are. You know what I'm saying? Like
they definitely are. Thinking about the people who've three-peated.
Yeah,
everyone who's three-peated has somebody that has a legitimate like GOAT claim.
Debate. Kobe, the Bulls, Kobe Shaq era. The Warriors didn't three-peat actually, which is crazy to think about.
Only because people got injured, but I mean, anyways, yeah, the Celtics back in the '60s. Like, I mean, people say Bill Russell's the best because he has 11 championships, and can I argue with them? No. Whatever.
You can. There's a great Bill Russell's a great player, first of all. Bill Russell was a great basketball player. He's just never the GOAT, ever. He can never.
I don't think Bill Russell's the GOAT, but am I going to stand here and slander Bill Russell? No, I don't care that much.
No, well, if you're going based on stats, yeah, but you got to put context into
I'll slander KD, though. I'm ready.
What did KD do to your sons that you're slandering KD, man?
Just like the thing, I hear the argument. You stack the chips and people will forget over time, and that makes sense. But I truly don't think things will get wiped away like how they had previously. With the accessibility to information and us getting a peek into KD's persona off the court and just how insecure he seems to be about his own success. Yeah. I actually think we'll just hold this against him for forever. And it'll be this weird friction between KD and the average fan that just doesn't really need to exist.
Yeah, because he got caught tweeting from a burner account, didn't he? You got caught tweeting from a burner account and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's gotten caught a few times doing stuff like that.
Yeah, man. I'm like, yo, KD, you don't...
He's just weird. KD's just weird and kind of corny.
Yeah, insecure, man. It's like, you're one of the greatest basketballers alive, and you have 2 rings. What's the issue?
Yeah, no, he's pretty insecure, but no. He has there's a trajectory. There is a context and a trajectory for him to be in that conversation.
I love LeBron, so that's a hilarious name.
Until I see it.
LeBron needed stacked teams also.
Incorrect.
Yeah,
And
the Cleveland team wasn't stacked. Yeah, the Cleveland team wasn't stacked.
Teams that LeBron was 22 years old and got to the NBA Finals with his best player being Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
Hey, respect Boobie Gibson, all right?
Yeah, six-man Daniel Boobie Gibson.
Remember Mo Williams back in the day? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I don't even think Mo Williams was on that finals team.
I'm not even gonna lie. I knew that team was trash because I didn't even use them on 2K or NBA Live, whatever it was at the time. I never played as the Cavs, bro. I always played as the Nuggets.
And LeBron James was on that team.
I never played as the Cavs. That's how bad they were. That's how you know they're trash.
Yeah. I remember because a lot of my family are in Cleveland, Chicago. So Cleveland is so funny because that would happen, right? No one would talk about basketball, and then LeBron shows up out of nowhere. There's 17-year-old kid, and the whole city just became crazy about basketball. And then he left for 2 seasons or 3 seasons, and everyone just kind of forgot about basketball again. And then he returned, but now it's back to where it was. No one could care about the Cavs. It's just one of those.
LeBron's first return to Cleveland, one of the best, like most just dramatic and intense sporting events I've seen in the last 20 years.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Like they were booing
They
him.
wanted to string him up and kill him flawless. It was insane.
And honestly, how dare
It felt like a Klan rally, low key.
No, it did. And how dare they? How they have the audacity to boo the greatest athlete that's ever touched their soil? What is
Exactly.
Like, how dare you? Like, if I would, LeBron is the most forgiving person ever. I would make sure Cleveland is terrible as long as I'm at sea.
No, you had to do it for the city, man.
For the
city
love. He's not from Cleveland. He's not even
from Akron. Yeah.
From Akron.
Akron is in Cleveland.
Yeah, he's not from Cleveland. So, like, I would have never gone back there. He's a better man than me. I would have never, ever gone back there.
Wait, is Cleveland not his hometown?
No,
Akron is. It's like a 40-minute drive.
It's close to Cleveland, though.
Oh, it's close. Right.
Really close.
It's like, yeah, it's like a 40-minute drive from Akron to Cleveland. But when you grow up the way LeBron grows up, that's like 10 miles away. 10 miles. That's like 10,000 miles away. The way LeBron
literally, he wasn't. Because he used to work out at the University of Akron gym. Because I remember I used to go in the summer and like we'll play football. And like people would be like, oh, yo, we saw LeBron today. But this was like young LeBron. Like he was up and coming at the time. Like, because he was popular in high school, right? So, but it's like, but I hear what you're saying. Like, people from Akron don't typically go to Cleveland and vice versa. It's just, two different cities.
100%.
I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Man, legit didn't know that. Junior Swag King says KD choked against the Warriors in the conference finals and then joined them. That's why I don't rate him like that. I hate that. It makes sense. What you're saying there makes perfect sense. I understand.
But KD choked the conference final against the Warriors.
I don't know about choked, but just because he lost in it, and then you just kind of like.
I don't know if he choked, but
he choked in Game 7. But 5 and 6, he actually played really well.
Yeah, it's just that I can't beat him, so I join him type of mentality.
That's what it was. Can't beat them, join them.
And the thing is, you have the skill to beat him. No, that's the thing, because you're KD.
Yeah, but that Warrior team, if they're healthy, man, I don't know.
You mean next year?
No, I'm talking about that time when KD was Westbrook and the Warrior team that played, the one team that he lost to.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're healthy, man, the West is pretty competitive. I don't know. It would have been tough for him to get a ring, though. Oh, he just got blocked.
I do agree with Bullet in the comments. He said it's because he did that dumb TV shit, the decision. That makes sense. That's what people were really pissed off about. It's how he left. I think it was more of how LeBron left than.
In hindsight, was it the best?
Oh, that moment when you're taking my town to South Beach.
Yeah,
it
wasn't the smartest way to do it, but like
the way he did it though.
He raised like $2 million for kids that night, just by doing it. Like what do you want? Like people of the earth, what do you want?
People of the earth.
I'm going to Miami.
Let's not act like we didn't all watch that, low-key hoping he was signing for our team too.
Come on, man. It's like saying, it's like saying, like taking it back to football. It's like saying Rashford misses the penalty kick, the last kick of the game in the Champions League finals. Oh, but he just fed the kids. No one's thinking like that. Everyone's just so mad. You know what I mean? No one's thinking.
No, Rashford doesn't play.
No. I remember LeBron had the Suns on like a list of like 7 teams he was going to talk to. I was like, do not gas me, please. I don't know why LeBron would come here, but I'm ready. Trade the whole fucking team.
Listen,
sign his literal friends if we want. I don't.
If Rashford missed that penalty, he probably played trashy in the game. You know what I'm saying? Whereas LeBron was literally keeping the Cleveland economy intact. Like,
I swear they went into depression when he left.
Yeah, no.
When
he left Cleveland, the economy tanked. Like Cleveland economy tanked.
Yeah, like I swear unemployment went up.
Yeah, like LeBron was basically like what Drake.
Like violent crimes went up, like the city was just falling apart.
They need to get back, man.
He was holding up a whole economy in his hands. How dare you?
All you had to do was get him like one other good player, and he wouldn't have left.
Yeah, and he wouldn't have left. That's how loyal he was. Just
Yeah.
get the guy who's not Antoine Jameson.
Yeah,
Like, you
man.
know,
They should have
Really bad owners. Like
they should have
really
just
bad
got him
owners.
playoff P, man. Should have got him PG. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
no, that would have been decent.
That's what I'm saying.
You probably would have said I could get your Paul
Definitely
George.
stayed to play with Paul George.
Yeah.
I'm saying, hey, it got Kawhi. It got Kawhi to the Clippers. Hey,
I mean, Paul George was like third choice, but fair enough.
hey, why you ruining my agenda? You know what I'm saying?
You guys remember that when Paul George and Kawhi, like when the Kawhi signing to the Clippers and the Paul George trade happened like 2 years ago?
Well, Kawhi, what?
When Kawhi signed to the Clippers, like I think it was 4th of July or around then.
Yeah.
And then they announced they were training for Paul George at like 1 a.m. West Coast time.
That was the wildest, one of the wildest nights of like NBA life. Because I literally remember getting the alerts. I was sleeping on my phone, so I didn't miss any alerts during free agency. And
Yeah.
I'm like half asleep. It's like 3 a.m. and I'm just like, what? Kawhi's going to the Clippers? Paul George is going to the Clippers? I'm like, what? I was like, what am I reading? Like literally, I was so tired and I woke up like I literally like had to like stand up like what just happened? Like
I was out at a bar. I was out at a bar here in Ventura in California, and I got the notification that Kawhi signed to the Clippers. Everybody was going crazy, right? And as I go to the bathroom, I come back, I check my phone. Paul George is getting traded to the Clippers. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I can't believe it. Oh my God. Somebody's just yelling, I'm going to Clippers games next year. I was like, yeah. That was such a funny time because Kawhi won that championship and went on like a free agency tour.
yeah, no. Like
Yeah,
Everybody's like,
Kawhi.
Kawhi gonna sign? Like,
he like tricked LeBron to thinking he was going to the Lakers, you know, and he didn't go to the Lakers. It was
That much should have just clicked up, man. You know what I'm saying?
LeBron tried. LeBron had Magic Johnson going to his house.
Yeah, man. Kawhi should have, yeah, man. But I suppose if he wins a chip with the Clippers, it makes sense, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
Magic Johnson was driving down to San Diego to visit Kawhi's place and like all this stuff. They were having meetings. He was having meetings with Jerry West on the side, like all this crazy shit.
Man.
Yeah, it was a lot of wild stuff.
NBA free agency, crazy. I'm hoping for something. What's it called? I'm hoping for something.
Yeah, when you have a good free agency class, it's a lot of fun. But you only get a good free agency class every couple of years.
What
So
we
you
had
see it-
was like it was very rare. Like what we had in 2010 and like 2019,
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah, where you have like 5-6 all-stars who are unrestricted
Free agents.
Because usually, Flawless, people come up on free agency that got drafted together, and if you got drafted together, you're probably friends.
Okay.
Yeah, it's NBA free agency is really good. If Kawhi chooses to opt out of his contract,
He'd be a free agent this summer.
yeah, it'll be really interesting.
That would be
Is it-
another potential power shifting moment in the league if he goes to the right team.
What's the right team?
If he
So
were to find his
not
way
in a
to the,
realistic sense, what's the right team for him? So not in a realistic sense, just who's the right team for him? Do you think?
in terms of what wanting to
Or
win,
teams.
or just like
Yes,
lifestyle
wanting-
or what?
Nah, wanting to win, just straight win.
Ooh,
Philly.
probably.
Mm.
Lifestyle, the Lakers isn't a bad shout, but I don't know if
And
he would want to do that at this point.
You can't go from the Clippers to the Lakers.
Yes,
Surely.
you can.
Oh yes, you can.
Surely.
It's not like
No one
United and
would
Liverpool,
no one
bro.
would ever no one would ever judge you for going to the Lakers when you were on the Clippers.
It's not like United and Liverpool. It's not the
It's
same.
not. It's not. It's not.
that heavy.
It's not United and City. Nothing like that. Like, actually, you know what? It is kind of like United and City. Like back in the day when City were like, who really cared if? Yeah, you remember when Peter Schmeichel went to City and like Gary Neville did the whole?
Yeah.
Did he really care? No, Gary Neville didn't care because he knew Peter Schmeichel was never a threat at Man City. Like,
But then it kind of defeats the if he does, let's say for instance he does go to the Lakers, he's kind of just wasted 2 years at the Clippers. He might as well have just went straight to the Lakers.
100%.
If they don't win a chip.
He
If they
probably
don't win a chip.
He probably should have gone to the Lakers and won tons of rings with LeBron James.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think he'll actually end up going to the Lakers.
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
see
like
him
a pride
doing
thing.
It's a
Because
pride.
Kawhi's got two. He's got 2 rings already. It's not like he doesn't have rings. You know, so if he goes to the Lakers now, I'd be like, oh, why didn't you just do it before? If the Raptors ever have a chance of attracting high quality free agents, that's tough because the NBA is like a winter and spring league.
No, they don't. No big free agent team. Why? Let's be real. Who else? Who has the Raptor ever picked up in the?
Why wasn't a free agent? He got traded there.
I mean, okay, my
was
bad. He wasn't a free agent. He was traded. But I'm just saying, who? When was the last time the Raptors picked up a big free agent?
I was gonna ask you this, Jay, because this is your team, isn't it? But you reckon clearly your boy just butchered the question, so never. He just butchered it completely. He just absolutely steamrolled that.
The answer is never.
You already knew what was coming.
Never. So,
Well, we got the number one draft pick though, so that could be that's
number
a
one
bonus.
draft pick
Yeah, didn't we? Yeah, we did get the number one.
for what?
No way.
I thought we did. Did I misread that?
This
Andrea
hasn't
Bar-
happened?
yeah, you got Andrea Bargnani like when I was in middle school. Yeah,
I was gonna say like
that's due to you.
lottery
That's
hasn't happened yet.
yeah.
No, it hasn't happened yet, but I think we get the first.
Oh, you mean this year?
Yeah, we do get the first draft.
No.
No,
You-
you get
a lot
it's a lottery. You get the highest chance to get the number one picks, but it doesn't mean you're gonna get it.
Yeah,
and Toronto definitely doesn't have the highest odds. They
They
definitely
don't have the highest odds, but they don't have the highest odds for sure. But
nowhere near.
Oh, your boy PG shooting 9%.
Oh, jeez. Thank God Devontae's not here, yo. 9%, you know. Shoot, yeah, he's been awful still.
who's gonna be the lottery? Who's gonna be number one pick this year? I mean, next year coming up.
Oh, they're saying that. What's the
Taylor
guy's name? It's like the really I had this on here.
You talking about the
Ooh, that was a nice 3-pointer. That.
Black Diamond, I've got 84-82 Clippers with 10-25 left on my screen.
Let me
But I'm
see.
probably
It's
right.
85-84, Jazz.
Yeah, just
PG
kidding.
has it. PG.
Up.
PG got the foul. See that PG driving to the paint and that.
but he's
Oh,
playing
my God.
7 points.
Bare minimum.
Yeah, he's been terrible. Yeah, he's been awful
You
still.
serious? This is why they're losing. Like if he plays decent, they're winning. It's that simple.
Yeah. Is there any other potential big free agencies, like star players, apart from Kawhi?
I saw a couple. I think Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry's not a big free agent.
Chris Paul.
He's not a Chris Paul as a player option. Mike Conley.
Kyle Lowry.
Chris Paul is already opting out. He's told us.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan. Victor Oladipo.
Victor Oladipo, he's still playing.
Yeah,
When was the last time he touched the court?
it's been a while.
Didn't you just get traded to?
And then you have like
Yeah.
He did. He got hurt again.
there's some good role players. There's some good role players that are free
There's
agents.
no big name. There's no big names.
So Tim Hardaway, Schroeder, Fournier, Danny Green, Kelly Oubre. So like a lot of these guys, like they're not big names, but if they end up on really good teams, it could be a big thing if that makes sense.
I like Tim Hardaway.
Oh yeah, I love Tim Hardaway, man.
I like his game.
He's a problem. He's a hitter. He is a hitter.
Yeah, he can get you some buckets.
No, for sure.
He's decent.
He hits big shots in that series.
Yeah, he takes big shot. He's very confident. I like him. He's very poised.
7.8, you know. Jeez. Now they're just showing Kawhi's stats and that.
In the fourth quarter. Yeah, those are good stats.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter. Oh, is it the fourth quarter? I thought that was overall. I was gonna say, has he not got more points?
Those are fourth quarter numbers versus the Mavs. That's crazy. Averaging 8 points in a quarter is really good. Then going 11.
The
this is
NBA Finals.
Donovan.
Yeah, has been the NBA Finals stream would be fire. Can't wait. Massive panel, flawless. Oh yeah, man. The NBA Finals. Whoever gets the stream will be crazy. Of course.
Mitchell, stop that. Stop that.
Oh, this is a big three. Oh man, the Utah look like they're about to win this game.
Yep.
I mean, it's not over by that.
Ooh.
Benton is swinging their way. Look
Kawhi
at
Leonard's got it. Yeah. 85-88. Kawhi Leonard. PG with the free.
Ooh, no miss.
Here. Yes, sir. You ain't doing that in LA though.
So PG playing like Pandemic P.
Bro, I hate when he
Way off P, man.
Man, it's
Way
2
off.
for 14.
Oh,
2 for 14.
I told you he has Utah Demons. I told you all this.
He did say that still.
It's okay, man. It's only one game. I'm not gonna sweat over one game.
Oh, I'm not sweating. First of all, I don't care about the Clippers.
I picked the Jazz to win today, but the Clippers to win the series. So
it's possible because you're right. Jazz are home.
I did pick the Clippers to win today. So
to be fair,
three.
This
Woo! That
is
was a nice
comfortably
free.
probably Paul George's fault.
That was a nice free.
Clarkson.
Clarkson with the big free.
Clarkson.
Big free.
I was having this.
Big shot.
I was having this debate. Who's better, Jason Tatum or Devin Booker?
Jason Tatum.
That's a tough question.
Wait, better or
It's
not.
not.
Question?
It's
I'll
not.
probably lean towards Jason Tatum.
It's not tough.
Jason Tatum.
As a Suns fan, it's not that tough.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, I think it's Jason Tatum.
Because I was watching Tatum's game and I was watching Booker's game and I was trying to take it in and I was trying to break it down. I'm like, okay, Jason Tatum obviously has the height. That's given. Is he a better shot creator than Devin Booker though? On 1-on-1?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but he's so good.
It's so tough. I think it's tough because like Jason Tatum is a great shot getter. He's not. I wouldn't say he's a better shooter than Devin Booker though. So like Devin Booker can ISO and he's a better shooter. So yeah, but Jason Tatum has that superstar stardust where, and so does Devin Booker. But like where he can just go off and get you 55.
I think Tatum is just a more effective defender as well.
Okay, but so
And he's younger.
So Tatum has more handle than Devin Booker?
I think so.
Yeah, probably.
I think so.
I don't know about that one. I don't know.
Like you can put Tatum in a pick the same way you could put Devin Booker in a pick, and he'll find his ball handling ability won't look any different. And he's 6'7".
Then I was like, okay. When I was watching it, I'm like, who's a better playmaker?
To be fair, I think you're watching Devin Booker benefit from having Chris Paul run.
No, I think about that. Devin Booker is also an underrated playmaker. He actually makes the right reads.
He's gotten a lot better. He's gotten a lot better this season. I feel like
Chris Paul showed him the ropes for sure.
I feel like a lot of this that we're seeing is improvement this season. What's up?
He improved for sure. Devin Booker improved.
He's taken a huge leap from last season to this season. But I would still take Jason Tatum before Devin Booker.
I mean, I see. But we get everything.
This comment is killing me. This man just said, "AKA Nicholas Pepe." I'm dead. I do not look like that clown.
You don't look like that. What's mad is you don't look like Pepe, but fuck, since it was a compliment in there, I was like, yo, let me pull that up. I'm saying, yo, big up everyone that's still locked in. No, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already, man. Please make sure you hit the like button. We have gone over 30 likes. Please make sure you hit the like button, whether you're watching this live or watching this back. And subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. We are watching the final quarter now of the Jazz Clippers game 1 with the Jazz taking a lead.
You guys didn't see the last 3. The man just traveled.
Did he?
Yeah, Luke, Leonard. He just traveled like crazy.
Why'd you just hear says? I heard George Paul had his cape had his cape on today. Had to wake up again. George Paul, you taking liberties, you know? Yeah, he's been awful. Still, he has been awful on that.
Well,
9%.
He's the reason why if they lose this game. It's his fault. It's a close game. He's playing horrible.
What a shot!
And they're still in the game, and he's playing horrible.
Yeah, he's playing awful. Yeah, you're right.
Like,
playing awful.
Score like decent, like bro, you guys will be winning.
This is what I said about the Clippers. That's why I said Clippers in 7 because they're gonna have games like this where they just they
that's a nice response.
They
though.
don't win.
Lovely free. Don't say they're gonna have game like Paul George will have game like this.
George Paul. George Paul. That's mad funny.
Yeah, that's a Skip Bayless creation, George Paul.
Oh my God, it's having a layup. Like, guys are not serious.
Where were
I do it.
were you guys out in the game?
I'm free for 8 for 85.
I'm about to
Jack's on
watch
the free throw line.
some white dude at the free throw line on the Jazz.
I'm
Could
on
be anybody.
805.
Yeah, you slightly ahead then.
Oh, 805. Okay. I was like, dang, you sound like you way ahead. Like,
It's coming.
Yeah, I'm like 8:35.
Yeah, same. We're all at 8:35. Yeah.
I'm about to go to sleep soon, though. I gotta be up by like 6.
Yeah, calm, man. Whenever you need to dip, is calm. No stress.
Yeah, man.
No stress.
Well, I was gonna say, I just started like a fitness thing and a basketball thing, so I'm give you guys the link on my Facebook.
Yo,
Yes.
plug before you leave. Plug your socials and where they can find it and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I'm usually a Facebook person now. I just got back into it.
Mm.
I had to open up a whole new Facebook, so I'm just getting my Facebook and my Facebook fitness and fanatic fitness. I mean NBA fanatics and fitness. So I'm trying to start something new. I just started I just launched it out yesterday, so just trying to just keep an eye on that. I got a lot of stuff coming up for that.
There you go, people. Keep an eye on that, man.
So it's like people that like basketball and the people that want to get in shape and train and have an athletic build physique. So yeah,
Yeah, we were talking about that last week. How the gyms are still closed, man. I've got that beer belly.
yeah, man. You gotta join the group, man. I send you.
Hey, I've seen you training, man. I don't know if you've got that. Your training is intense, bro. Like I said, I just want to maintain, just maintenance.
Someone on Twitch. Anyone speak any other
languages? Just look good.
Yeah. Anyone speak any other languages? I don't know. What's my
I think he's asking where we're watching this, or
is that what it is? Oh, you speak. What do you mean?
Well, he's in California.
This guy said, "Do you speak any of these languages?"
Do you speak? Yeah. Do any of you speak this language?
I'm dead, man. The way you said
it.
Well, you're in California.
So you said I'm from Argentina, so it's Spanish then. If you say it's from Argentina, big up to you watching. Big up the Twitch gang locked in. If you can translate that to English for us, that'd be much appreciated. Well, yeah, man. I said Argentina,
Oh, you're asking for like a link or something.
Hey, chat. Give him a link, yo. Yeah. Someone in the chat will.
Look out for him.
That's the Facebook name, yeah. So that's Facebook. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's the name. So then I'm gonna give you my Facebook group name too.
See, so that's the Facebook name there. You can see his username and cool. Hey, chat, you want to see the match? Yes. All right, big up to you. Damie Straight, big up to you.
See, look at me translating my basic Spanish skills out here.
How the hell did you know that with your you picked out quick?
I listen to most of the people I speak to at work speak Spanish to me, so it is what it is.
Yeah, we go down to West Coast. When I was in Austin, I didn't realize how so many everyone was pretty much Latino. It was I literally I got to the airport, so I got a flight from Toronto to Houston, and I land in Houston. I'm like, am I in the same country? I wasn't. I was where am I? Because even the security customs, they could barely speak English. I was like, am I still in the U.S.? It's wild down there, but it's fun, man. It was so much fun. I love Texas, actually.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
it's
the way that
part of
Peter
living in Southern California. You grew up around it.
Yeah, I put a link in the chat. There's a link in the chat that'll take you to the game, and that was 7 minutes 19 left. The Jazz lead 95-91.
Yeah, man. Yeah, everyone, man. Take care, man.
Big up, yeah. Big up, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
I'll see that next game, man. We'll link up for that, man.
Yeah, 100%. Come.
The Bucks get sacrificed tomorrow again.
Who?
The Bucks are going to get sacrificed tomorrow again.
Hey, I feel bad. I feel like they're taking what do you call that? The lamb to the slaughter.
Yep.
Yeah,
it happens.
The Brooklyn blasting them up before they feed them to everybody. Yeah. I personally hope I want the Bucks to win. I just want
too, but it's not gonna.
I want them to win so they can I feel like the Brooklyn is crushing their hearts, man.
I also want to date supermodels. We don't get everything we want. Cool.
I feel like
Peter, soon come, man. Supermodels soon come, man. You gonna get there. Trust me.
Hey, if you see me out here with supermodels, though, go Bucks. You feel me?
I feel like they're losing their manhood, man. I feel like the Brooklyns are taking away their manhood, man. They don't know who they are anymore.
That's like that. It's just gonna be bad, and
Well.
the Bucks social media, the Bucks Twitter account was blocking people and had to tweet. It's a 7-game series.
Oh,
Down by 50.
They're right though. They're right though. They're right though, but they gotta win the next game though.
I mean, you can't be down by 50 in the playoffs. Like, there's no.
As long as they win the next game, then I can erase that.
50 points is a lot of points.
I hear, but if they win the next game, I'll erase
You just gotta lean into it, though, man. You gotta lean into that. You can't be blocking people. You gotta lean into it. It being bad.
You have a check mark. Why are you blocking people?
Yeah, just lean into that, innit? You could have just ran jokes. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have a sense of humor. If you're losing like bad side right, you're losing to the Nets. You know what I'm saying? You should have tweeted like we were down 50 points, so at least it wasn't 60 or 70. You gotta do that type of shit.
I would have just said we go again, lads. Like with
yeah, man. Yeah. We go again, man. Yeah, so you can't be blocking people. That is sad. Yeah, it's sad. Looks like the Jazz have got this though. Still,
I know. I mean, Metro's playing well. He has 36 points right now. Like, come on, like he shows up. Like, come on, like you can't show up PG.
And tell me, these lot are on you with the whole Pepe thing and that. You saying, yeah, man, get him to do the salute thing. And,
what did Jack do?
Look at this shit, you know, and you'll see. He don't look like Pepe, man.
Pepe could never look this good, man.
Impossible. Talk to him, Temmy.
Talk
to him. Let's go, Temmy. Talk to him. Pepe, you in it.
Pepe could never have my swagger, my looks, my appeal, everything. Never,
man. Pepe trying to be Temmy, not the other way around. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
He wants to know that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm successful in my career.
There you go.
All right, I'm about to leave. Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Yo, big up, my guy. We are Utah Jazz from free throw line, and they go 7. Yeah, they go 7 up. 6 minutes to go. Playoff P has it, or George Paul. George Paul, that's mad funny.
Oh, Rondo, nope. Yeah, it's looking slow.
Yeah. Oh, this is
Jackson got fouled out.
Yeah, Reggie fouled out.
Reggie Jackson fouled out. Advantage Clippers.
You're hilarious.
It's true though.
Nah, he played big for the last series.
Yeah, he
Don't
did.
let that fool you.
Reggie Jackson was on smoke with the Edgar David shades. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Edgar David, I was crying.
He got the Edgar David shades. It was Harry. Someone called him. Someone was like, "Oh, who's this Edgar David guy with in the last series?" Ooh, oh, this is a wrap. Ooh, big 3-pointer. Yeah. That's a
game
big
over.
Free.
That was game over at that point.
Yeah. 10 points.
That's got to be game over.
It's a wrap.
Damn.
Get me the Jazz could put us in and we'd see this out. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Boston West gets a game. I feel sick.
Yeah.
Hey, it said no Timo and Temi. I respect that. So we have to just call him Pepe.
Actually weak.
Sarcasm saying community and that. Tyler Jones saying PG and a split. George Paul, man. You know what I'm saying? George Paul.
This man shot 2 for 14.
He's 2 for 15. Oh,
2 for 15?
Is he 2 for 15? What's his stats?
Yeah, it was 2 for 14 last time I noticed.
Jeez. What's Kawhi's stats? You know me? Because Kawhi getting off scot-free. What's Kawhi done?
He's not 2 for 15?
Yeah. He might be 6 from... Go on.
He's not that. That is for
I
sure.
know he's not 2 for 15, but what is he? He's 7 from 21. What is he?
He's got 9. I mean, he's not very good either. 19 points, 7 for 15. Not awful, but definitely not superstar numbers.
See, look, time to shine saying George Paul is 2 for 14.
But
and then Kawhi is
2 for 14 is literally abysmal. Like that is so bad. Like I can't tell you how bad that is. Like it's hard.
14%.
That's hard. That's really hard to do as a professional NBA star. Like you can have like 3 layups. You know, like
2 for 14. You know, wait, is that overall? That's not just a free throw. I mean, not free throws, like frees. Is that his
No,
field goal?
everything.
it's his field goal percentage. Yeah,
Oh, jeez, that is awful.
he's actually shooting. He's actually both of his hits, his makes are from 3-point land. So he's literally not hit. He has not hit one shot from below the 3-point line.
No mid range or nothing like that. Mad. That's crazy. Yeah, it's defo George Paul today and that. Yeah, defo is time to shine. Also says, it's going to be a tough game for the Clippers. Game 7 going into Utah on 1 day's rest. Utah on 6 days off. Fair point.
I mean, I hear that, but the Clippers were up by double digits at halftime.
Yep. They were up by double digits.
It's not like they got clapped the entire game.
They gotta do better, man. They gotta do better. But
Mike Conley.
Yeah, when you got your star shooting 2 for 14 and 7 from 15, what can you do?
That's a combined 9 for 23.
That's what I'm saying. Both your stars are shooting
9 for 29. That's
both your stars are shooting below 50 from below 50%. You ain't got a prayer. Time to shine says because Utah was shooting like 30% in the first half. There's been terrible shots all over in that. Hello, Timo Werner's in that. It's mud.
Yeah. Wade's got a new show.
Who's got a new show?
A commercial for it. Dwayne Wade. It's called The Cube.
Oh shit! You have The Cube.
It's like a game show.
In Canada. Yeah, because we have The Cube over here.
Oh, you guys do?
Yeah. We've had The Cube for years over here. Yeah.
I just saw the commercial on the stream you sent me.
Good show. Yeah. Same. I just seen it as well. Yeah, it's The Cube in it. We have it over here. It's been over here for a few years now.
Oh, geez, never heard of it. Yeah. Well, I don't watch cable. Like, I literally just watch sports.
That's it, man. Like
that's why I cut off cable because where they used to show football, they switched it to the zone in Canada. Mm-hmm. So because of that, I was like, what's the point of having cable if I can't even watch soccer on it? So sorry, football on it. So
I hear that.
Yeah, I don't watch much TV, to be honest. Like, it's usually if I'm watching TV at night, it would be like Netflix, Crave.
Yeah, streaming it like that's
not
like everyone.
Cable.
Yeah. The only thing we watch live on TV now is sport. Everything else, everyone just watches at their own leisure, like because you can watch on your time rather than have to get in front of the TV and watch at a set time.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone just watches one day. Yeah. Here's PG from the free throw line. All right. Get me. Playoff P back. You know what I'm saying? He just made a free throw.
Flawless, you were so shameless with this. The thing is, I don't even think you like him that much.
I was like running agenda jokes in it. Yeah, I just like running shamelessness. That's what I'm here for. See, he had 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Hey, our guy.
Oh, now he's our guy, innit? You were backing him before.
Nah. He's from Palmdale. I don't claim him.
We go 95. Well, how did the Jazz turn this around, though? Because like you said, the Clippers were ahead as well. You give a foul.
I think it's a lot of the Jazz really are excellent moving the basketball. They moved the basketball well this whole game. I think the Clippers kind of took their foot off the gas, coupled with Paul George playing bad, kind of did them in because, no Conley. Oh, shit. I mean, this game's not over. It's not over. Like,
it's not what it is.
If the Clippers get a couple stops, anything can happen. So, yeah, but it's just like, I think the Clippers
out of bounds.
The Clippers.
Did he make that?
Why did PG hit someone in the crowd trying to stop the ball?
That had to be out of bounds.
Yeah, they're just not hitting. They're not hitting timely shots.
Let's see what's going on.
Listen, it's only a 5-point game.
Oh,
it is
far. I just seen the 3-point. Wait.
Not when they're shooting like that.
Far from over.
Oh, nice.
You hit that? Oh, Morris. That was nice.
Oh, Donovan.
So this is Junior Swag King, the same person as Swag. Nah. Junior Swag King, somebody else. Pick up Junior Swag King in the building now. 103, like you said, 5 point. Well, yeah, 105, 98 to the Jazz. Kawhi almost gets rubbed. Kawhi, well done, did well there. 5 point game. And when am I getting Stroll back on? Soon. Just getting him on. He's just mad busy. That's why. But you can catch us from a third eye view every Monday on Pi Radio anyway. You can catch us weekly there on it. Pi Radio, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. That's UK time. And we discuss all things Premier League. Some obviously we'll be covering the Euros. But yes, if you want to hear Stroll, make sure you check out Pi Radio.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the Euros.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Excited. I love internationals.
Yeah, man. International tournaments are fire. Well, yeah.
Fuck.
Only time I would be looking forward to Turkey, Italy is in a European, in an international tournament. Never anywhere else would I be looking forward to it.
Players get injured, I don't care who wins.
Yeah, I'm obviously I just want to see some great football in it. And if I see someone get annihilated, great. Hopefully we see some new stars.
Although I'll take an England L as early as possible for banter.
I think England get out of the group, but I think they lose because they get, if England win the group, I think they get the runners up or the third place team from the group of death. So the team with Portugal, France, Germany, that group, they'll get a team from that group. So England, Germany, England, France, England, Portugal in the knockout rounds. That's fire. That's fire.
But I think, what? I think everyone's sleeping on England though. Like, I think it's a weird one. When you kind of look at everybody, like a lot of teams are not balanced. Like a lot of teams are like either a lot in the midfield or heavy in the attacking side of things. But I think England, it's going to be a tough one, but I think England could pull through. I think they will surprise people.
They're definitely not winning it.
They're definitely not winning. I think
no chance in hell they're winning it.
It's not coming home.
Their defense isn't good enough. The midfield isn't creative enough.
They got Gareth Southgate.
And Gareth, I mean, yeah, it seems like Gareth Southgate is I feel like people like when you say, a manager is pragmatic, they automatically assume like that makes him like a
bad manager.
Yeah, and that's not necessarily the case for me. I just think that he has an affinity for certain players like Marcus Rashford, like who else on that team?
Jordan Henderson.
That maybe he should be looking at other options. You know what I'm saying? If I were him, he doesn't play Jack Grealish enough. Jack Grealish should be the first name on the team sheet. He's not. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
those are kind of the things where it's like, and it's just like they're not, I think another thing people forget is like there's going to be a time in that tournament where England's going to play and not have a ton of the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, are they good enough defensively to not have the ball and still thrive? And I think the answer is no.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Depends what system he goes with. I get what you're saying. If he goes with the back three, it gives them a better chance.
Yeah,
in the scenario we're talking about. I get what you're saying, or even with the back three, I don't think they're good enough.
Yeah, but even with the back three, what's crazy is the back three gives you guys like a lot of people are like, oh, why is he playing three at the back? I'm like, bro, you probably should be playing three at the back. Like, honestly, like
with the type of defenders he's got, yeah, it would be as well.
You play Trent as a wing back, play Shaw or Chilwell as a wing back. You could play Shaw as a left center back if you want to. Like, there's a lot of options.
Playoff P and that with the clutch bucket.
I saw that. Yeah, no, there's a lot of options there. But when you play a back four and then you're probably going to play two defensive midfielders, it's not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good enough. I'm sorry. Unless your forward players just turn into, just dig you out of jail every game. If Jack Grealish and Harry Kane and Jadon Sancho play every game, then you might have a puncher's chance. But you're not beating France. You're not beating Portugal. You're not beating
Germany.
You're beating Germany.
Belgium.
Croatia is going to be a tough out.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just
Yeah, that's true though. When Italy is not looking bad at all.
Italy was excellent in qualifiers. I forgot about them. I don't think did they even lose a qualifying match? I don't
No,
No,
think
they
they
haven't
apparently not.
lost a match.
Yeah.
Mancini came in. I want to say.
Yeah, they haven't lost a qualify. Like England is, it's just like an on paper team. Honestly,
Italy are my pick to win.
really,
Yes.
that's a hot take.
Italy or England?
I mean, it is, but I just think with the midfield of Jorginho, Locatelli, Verratti,
Yeah, good shout. No,
and
good shout.
Barella, they've got such a good midfield.
Yeah,
And the way I picked so it wasn't my what I was thinking before I did the tournament predictor, but the way I predicted the groups to go down, I was like, they're gonna end up on a lighter side of the draw. And it sort of will be like how Portugal ended up in the final in 2016.
Don't remind me. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
they were my dark horse then, but dark horse, I'm saying Italy or Shaw, I'm saying Germany though. I'm saying Germany.
Yeah, Germany's looking nice. That midfield.
I'm saying Germany.
Yeah,
That's
that
what I'm
midfield's
saying.
pretty good.
they gotta get out the group. That's the thing. Can they get out the group?
Yeah, 100%. Because the thing is, the four best
Third
the four
place
best
teams
third,
now.
the four best third place teams get out of the group stages.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
it
changed
goes from
everything.
24 into 16.
Yeah. So they have a chance of getting. It kind of increases their chances of getting out.
Yeah.
Because even
How
if
do
they'd say
how do they determine who are the four best?
So
The four best
points.
third place teams relative to their own groups. So you'd put them in
Yeah.
a mini table of 6, and you would take the top 4.
Yeah. So
Judged
points.
on their own group games.
So you might go out of the group stages and have 6 points. You finish third but have 6 points, or you might finish third and have 3 points, or you might have 3 points and your goal difference is +2.
Gotcha.
In theory, you're gonna need 4 points to get to the knockout round in general.
And I could see draws happening. If you're talking France,
Oh yeah, that's
Portugal,
what
Germany,
Portugal
I
did.
could see
With
draws.
third
drew all
place
their
element,
games.
They did.
third place
Portugal
element
drew
draws
every
gonna
single game. Yeah, like they drew every single game and got out of the group. I don't think they won. I think they won the tournament and won one match in normal time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like in
they
normal-
won
yeah.
against Wales in normal time, but no other games.
That's crazy. I'm saying.
Apparently, it was the same coach that was the coach of Greece back in
Yeah.
04.
Fernando
And
Santos.
exactly the same thing. Like literally, like exact same game plan.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty much with the way the Euros is. You need to not get your goal difference wrecked, and you need to win a match, and you can make the knockout round.
Mm-hmm.
Which they can easily do, right? Because they have what, Hungary in the group? So
Yes. So in theory, you need to beat Hungary. If
Yeah.
they don't, they're in trouble.
Everyone just looking to buy Hungary.
I think they can manage. I think they can manage it.
I mean, you would think, right? But we all thought that about Austria at the last Euros, and they ended up bottom of their group.
We'll soon find out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Turkey would be that's a good shout too, Turkey. Because they
People
have
keep
some
saying Turkey.
young
Yeah.
up and coming players.
I just need chaos in this Euros. Like, give me North Macedonia in the quarterfinals or something.
Why not? North Macedonia to win the whole thing. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Paul
just
George to win a
need
chip.
chaos.
Who knows?
There would be nothing better to end this season than just the most chaotic Euros you've ever seen.
I hope so.
Like, give me England losing 3 straight group games. Give me absolute carnage. Give me Scotland winning the group. Come on, lads.
Scott McTominay with the winner, yeah?
All right. Actually, no, I wouldn't care.
Man said, all right, you know. Why? Because it's a United player. Look at you shameless, Peter, you know. It's shame. Look at that 360 spin 180 spin you just did. That is ridiculous.
I've reevaluated it. Billy Gilmore's on Scotland, so go on, Scotland.
All right, so Billy Gilmore, long range, passion strike into the top bins.
Oh, this man can't shoot. His shooting tech is horrible, but I would take
All right,
it.
so that means that he'll shoot, and he'll take a deflection and loop over the goalkeeper or something. But yeah, it's looking like the Jazz have. Looks like Utah gonna get this close win. Says Dan Levitt. Yeah, facts. It looks like that.
Werner to be
Really
flop of the tournament, don't care. He's a European champ, and you can never take that away from him.
That being said, them I pick. I said that. Obviously, I got France's favorites like everybody else, but Germany are my pick. Like they're the ones I look at and go, they're the dark horse. I look at their team. Yeah, their attack ain't the best, but outside of that, you got Muller, who can play as a false nine. Then you've got Sane. Who's the other winger they've got? They've got another quality attacker player. Who? Gnabry, that's it. And then you've got Goretzka, Gundogan,
Champions League winning Kai Havertz.
Tony Cruz, yeah.
All backing that up. And then the defense, you got Rudiger, Hummels, the guys at Leipzig, what's his name? Klosterman. So you've got other players there, and then you got near in goal as well. Like German efficiency in it.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing. I feel like Germany, they might come second in the group just because they're well balanced versus I think Portugal is just heavy.
Man, they could win the group. Let's be honest. They could win the group.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice free, that.
They have the names to win the group.
109 to 112, 30 seconds left to go.
Uh-oh.
Is he not just going to foul him?
Go on, you don't need to foul.
If I'm Utah,
oh, it's one of these scenarios. Okay, I would foul as well.
I'm Utah, I'm fouling. Oh, that's a good block. That's a good block, though.
Yeah.
Wow, game over.
Ooh, who hit the clutch?
You got time. Oh, still got time. Oh, imagine if you made that.
If I'm Utah, I mean, they play great defense. That's great defense.
Yeah. Hey, the Jazz win the first game, man. Game 1, 2, the Utah Jazz 112 to 109. We hope you all have enjoyed the watch along. If you are watching this live right now, love to everyone who has locked in first and foremost. If you're watching this back, please make sure you hit the like button regardless, get them likes up. Please subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Follow us on Twitch as well, Sarcasm City TV. Jay, we'll start with you. Anything you want to add before we bounce? And plug your socials, let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, so it's definitely been fun, guys. Definitely been fun watching with you all. Socials would be YouTube, J Socials, Touchline Talks, and then on Twitter, socials_J.
There you go, people. So make sure you subscribe to J Socials, Touchline Talks. Great channel. I'm sub to it, and he's got his new Twitter account. So if you follow me on Twitter, that's me, Flawless. You'll see his Twitter on there as well as Peter's and Tammy's. We'll go to you, Tammy. Anything you want to add and plug everything as well?
Yeah. Definitely a lot of fun. I'm gonna try and do this more often. It's late as hell. I don't know how flawless. I don't know how flawless is awake, man, because it's 1 a.m. I'm tired as hell. But no, it was a lot of fun. My socials. My first one is my football one. Tammy Talks UTD. If you want to hear me talk basketball. Just Temmie Talks _, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Wavy Baller Hub.
You go, people. So make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel, Wavy Baller Hub, and Temmie Talks United is at there. Peter, anything you want to add?
Just follow the @ in the bottom left of my little quartet of the screen if you want to see me talk nonsense on the Bird app. But if you don't, that's fair enough. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Paul George, this is your fault. But, oh, well. We'll be back probably tomorrow to watch the Bucks get sent to the afterlife again. It'll be fun, though. Yeah, I mean, we talked a lot more basketball today, so that was good. Because yesterday, I'm not going to lie, we were struggling yesterday when the Bucks were down like 47.
If I'm on a stream, we're going to be talking hoop. Don't worry.
Let's talk basketball, man. Let's do that. Big bless up, Flawless, Tammy, Peter, and J Socials. Y'all held it down for real. Big up to you, Bullet M, because you held it down. Big up everyone in the chat, like yourself. Love to everyone who that has locked. I need to get some rest. But yeah, the upcoming live streams is technically today in the UK. But like I said, check out
is the sun shining, Flawless?
Yes, that's the sun shining. Yes, that is the sun
shining. Oh my goodness.
That is the sun shining. Yes, it is the sun shining.
It's
but yeah,
love that we're going to sleep.
Are you working this day, bro, or what? Like, you must be off.
Yeah, I'm sleeping, then I'll wake up and then boom, do what I have to do in that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. The work don't stop though, innit? So we out here, man. We trying to build this empire, innit? So that's why the work is non-stop. But there is the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A today on the channel, people. It's there in the upcoming live stream section. But love to everyone that has locked in. And this has been the Utah Jazz versus the LA Clippers game 1, which the Jazz won. NBA playoffs, live watch along on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you.